What is up, you sick bitches? I was going to go with beauties. Went with bitches. We're back. It's been a long time. It's great to be back in the studio here. We got Mike Stang,
Guess who's
Alex
back?
Mackenzie.
Back again.
We're going to quickly run through our sponsors, get that out of the way because we got a lot of shit to cover tonight and only so much time. Our first sponsor is Audible. Audible is also owned by Amazon, which is also one of our sponsors, so we'll ding you a 2-for-1 here.
Nice.
Audible provides audio books for you to listen to. They're great. I love them. I'm a Audible subscriber. You can go to our website, click the link, subscribe. You will get yourself 1 month free and 1 free audiobook.
And if you're wondering why your host here has been gone so long, apparently he's been out in the wilderness for 3 fucking months where they don't have razors. So if you need razors, go to Dollar Shave Club. Go through our website, addressthismess.com. Check out Dollar Shave Club. The guy will send razors right to your door, but apparently not wherever this fucking guy over here was.
I don't actually have an address where I'm at. I'm actually on water.
It's a PO box on the other side of the lake.
I had to get, been taking multivitamins, lots of multivitamins to make sure I don't get the scurvy.
It's crucial.
Our last sponsor is Onnit.
Onnit is our best sponsor. I'll say that shit out loud.
We love Onnit.
Onnit is awesome. Their products work, and if they don't, they'll give you your money back. Straight out. 30-day trial. Take 30 pills. Oh, Jesus. Take 30 pills. If you don't like them, you don't see an effect, they give you your money back. But trust me, these things work.
They don't even ask for the pills back. They say, fuck it, keep them.
And they got a bunch of other cool stuff, too, like workout equipment and also coffees and other supplements.
Lots of shit to throw around there if you go
Plenty
to
to check out at onnit.com.
So go to our website, click the link, use the code name Rogan. You'll save yourself an extra 10%, you know. You got to look for those coupons. Black Friday just passed. We're into Cyber Monday. Probably continue and turns into Cyber Week. All right, let's start the show. First thing I want to talk about.
There's a lot to get out of
those
here,
fucking
folks.
things out of the way.
All right.
I want to talk about
on.
fucking birds flying in formation.
Okay.
Came up with this. So
I've
been spending a lot of time on the water lately. You know, I've been seeing a lot of birds. It's getting cold. They're starting to migrate. And I'm seeing a lot of birds flying in formation. Now, they say that no other animals, like there's us and I think maybe a few other species that they say like can communicate.
Right.
That have like a language. Birds have to be one of them.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, when you see them.
Sometimes I guess those things are just like instinct. Like some of the organisms just be built to do something through a routine. But I don't think birds flying that way. I think that's a fucking, they look at each other and they're like, hey, because they do the flying V in the Mighty Duck.
Yeah.
It's legit how like the lead bird only takes the lead for so long. Yeah. And they all communicate and drop back and they read and react.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's something going on there. But as far as a language or anything like that to communicate, I don't know.
I think because try and get 12 people to walk in a fucking V without using words. It's going to be a clusterfuck. And we can point. Like, you can point and act it out. Like, birds are flying. You can't just stop mid-flight and be like, hey, fuckface. No. Move over an inch.
They're really good at flying. Like, they're good at keeping pace, right? They're not afraid to be, like, the way you drive cars past a guy.
Oh,
and
I got a story about driving cars for you.
Like, you cross each other. Yeah. And you're only missed by maybe 4 feet in between you.
Right.
Seems like real close.
Yeah.
But you're not scared to do it because you're on the same page as the other guy. He's playing by the same rules you are.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why ducks are like, yeah, well, this guy gets it. He's a duck. I'm a duck. And this is what we learned from whatever reason, whether it's nature or nurture. I don't know if that kind of formation is passed down from their parents to them or if it's just something that comes absolutely naturally to a duck. I hope it's ducks that fly in these fucking trees.
This look like more.
Or is it geese or some shit?
Yeah. Well, you know the geese do it. They love it. I'll give a quick shout out to my boys at the dorms at BCIT.
In the log cabin where you've been? Out in the middle of nowhere?
Where I've been hiding out. I've got...
Do they not shave either? Is this like a thing?
No. Well, I got a buddy who doesn't shave. My desk partner, Webber, he's growing a beard. A couple guys in class got beards. But no.
Desk partner sound like cops. My desk partner, McGarnagle.
Fucking desk pop.
Hey, I did it. Birds and formations got you reeling, hey?
Yeah, that was just one of them. I woke up one day, saw it.
What's your big question about it? Is it just are they talking? And
They gotta be able to talk to each other because there's no way that they were gonna be able to pull that off without talking.
Yeah, a lot of animals communicate through like some weird energy they sense. Like they'll know.
Yeah, but I think
guy
that's
goes-
just reading.
And that's all they have, yeah.
Whether it's like this
Like a
guy's coming at
dog.
me aggressive or he's going to
Dogs
come at
do
me
that
passive.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They read
body
body
language.
language before
Yeah,
they
yeah.
read anything else.
Yeah. You want to talk about driving cars? So I got a doozy for you today. I fucking I crashed Becca's car today.
Nice.
Fucking driving down the
Oh,
road.
you said her name out loud. Now she's fucked.
Oh yeah, she's done. Your insurance is going up.
No, just the Twitter followers are gonna mob her.
Oh yeah, she's got.
We know who you are now. Paparazzi. And stuff.
It is done.
It's on you.
Had the whole fam jam in the car. Everything, even the dog, driving.
You go slip sliding away, or was it?
I was going down the highway and I saw there was a crash, and I looked. I said, "Holy fuck!"
I'm gonna
buddy,
outdo that.
I could one up that one. Check this out. Put your buckles on. We're going in. And I turned. I looked. It was a guy I worked with at the mill. He was sitting on his cell phone like son of a bitch, just fucking angry.
Yeah, his
talking on
life's taken a
phone.
fucking turn for like 3 months now.
Yeah, he's
Insurance bullshit, and it's gonna cost.
just trying to raise a family.
So
Guy's got
bad.
lots to do now.
You trade paint, and it's like 3 months of your life. Really is. It sucks.
And so anyway, I'm looking at it and I was like, holy shit, that's Todd. And I fucking look and I'm looking back. All of a sudden I look ahead, fucking the car in front of me stopped and just wham.
Oh,
Fucking rear ended
so
him.
totally at fault. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
toughest one. Hey,
Yeah, and then it's like, you fucking idiot. Like, there was a car crash. Like, I crashed looking at a car crash.
right.
I was like, you fucktard. Like, could this get any more embarrassing? Like, everyone's already looking at the crash, and then I run into him. Now, we got to pull over. Now, there's 5 fucking cars on the side of the road smashed.
man.
And it's a fucking straightaway, 4 lanes wide. Like, fuck me, right?
That's funny.
And then the guy gets out, and he's got a big mohawk. And I'm like, oh, great, this guy's going to come aggressive. So I get out, drop the jacket, got to puff the chest out, look big. And luckily, he was like 4 feet tall. So it worked out well.
Was you be a little bit upset?
No, he came at me really passive.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, hey, you guys okay? Everyone okay? I was like, yeah. And like, he had a trailer hitch.
Was he rubbing the neck?
No, but here it gets good. Don't worry.
That's my
That comes into
first
play.
instinct. Oh fuck!
Well, he fucking.
You guys all right over there? I'm just fucking. I don't know.
I don't know about this one. Better go get this looked at. I mean, it's probably fine, but
I
just
feel like I feel something, but I might not feel anything.
I
You know? Just cover all your bases.
yeah. I looked at his vehicle, and his vehicle was fine because it had a trailer hitch. So I just ran into the fucking ball.
that
of
one
the
got you
trailer,
good, hey?
Just punched right through the bumper.
What does that do?
It smashed in the center. Smashed in the
Just a
cross member right
bit
into
of
the
aesthetic
into the
work.
rad there. Got her, crunched the license plate. Fuck.
She run?
No, yeah, she's fine.
Oh, she's
Drove her all day.
she's
Got her. Took her to some of my redneck buddies. We hooked a come along to her and pulled her back out.
Oh, right
She
on.
looks great. And the guy gets out, and I was like, oh shit. He like gets my information. He's like, here, I'll give you mine. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, there's no damage to your like vehicle. I don't need your shit. If you
Yeah.
want to, you know, my shit's fucked, and I got to deal with that.
Yeah.
But you can have my shit in case there's anything more. He's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm just worried about my girlfriend's neck.
Oh.
Literally, I was like, holy fuck. He's like, yeah, man, she's been going to physio for the last 3 months because of her neck. And it's like, oh, here we fucking go. Now good thing Becca's got 3 million liability on there.
That's huge.
So
So how does that work? I wonder if you could get her the 3 million
and take half.
and then run a con and split it.
Yeah.
Take even 20%. I mean, I'll do anything. I'll do anything for money.
Let's try it out. I'll go stand at the end of the driveway. You fucking come in hot, ding me, blow my knee out. Ah, fuck, man, I didn't even see you there.
I got too much whiskey in me. I go real sideways for me real quick.
And the podcast is now down to 1. Stinger's gonna have to Ustream in from fucking prison.
Gonna have to get that check for bail.
Don't worry, I'll send you the cash.
Big question out there. Do Black Lives Matter?
Oof. Do we have any viewers that want to comment on Black Lives?
Do they really matter? I mean, come on, guys.
Who
That's
is
the
it,
question everybody's asking. And if you read the sign the wrong way, you take it as a rrhetorical.
I can't breathe.
Like,
man.
are they just asking? Like, are you asking me or telling me? Do Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I can see how that goes south quick.
But
Man,
it's a weird thing to think about because I don't think we can.
Where
relate to
was
it,
that?
man.
Like,
I
what
think
state?
we're in a real marshmallow type of like. If you think about the part of the world you live in, everybody lives in part of the world, and the one we got is just a fucking marshmallow.
Like, what do you mean?
We have no struggle here.
Yeah.
In terms of like, we can't even entertain the idea of racism.
Yeah.
That might exist somewhere. I'm like, no, why are these guys down? Like, is it a total coincidence?
Yeah.
And it's just like, the white guys got to be getting shot like this too. It's just cops doing bad work or whatever. They're fucking up.
Yeah.
But it seems to be like a heavy propensity for fucking just shooting black kids. And you're like, what the fuck? Does racism really exist that deep? And then you look at it and it's like, well, it existed before. What we had to do was try to get rid of it. So some of it could still be hanging around.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of fucked up. Well, not kind of, it's really fucked up. If that's really the reason all this is happening. Because they're just targeting black kids, like a marginalized part of the community.
Yeah.
And they just, you kind of hear the story about, like, I think that Eric Garner guy got the chokehold was, like, bootlegging cigarettes or something.
Yeah, but I mean...
I was like, okay, well, you can't kill a guy for bootlegging cigarettes,
no.
son. Otherwise, most of us should be dead.
Yeah, whenever I see that shit, like, I'm like, well, why didn't... You had to be doing something wrong in the first place for a cop to grab you like that. Like, I've been put in the back cop car a few times, and you just do what they say. Like, if they're going to take you away, you're not... Like, I had one time in my life...
What if they fucked with you every day, though?
Yeah, I could see that getting old, for sure. Yeah. But if they're fucking with you every day, you're probably doing something every day
what he was saying.
do. And
well,
they're
he's
like,
bootlegging
it's
cigarettes.
Like you're coming... you're coming back.
They don't
it's
like it, but
like,
it's...
listen, Antoine, you're selling fucking cigarettes again. We told you yesterday, quit fucking selling cigarettes, and you're back here again today selling fucking cigarettes.
Singles for a quarter.
Doubles for 40 cents.
Oh, that's
Where do you give the deal? Five for a buck, probably, hey? Single the quarter, 5 for a buck?
No, because it's probably not even a quarter. Those were the good old days. Yeah. I mean, when's the last time we were bootlegging cigarettes? 6 years ago, at least.
Haven't done it since I was a minor.
6 months. No, but I think it used to be
it's like $1.50.
It'd probably be like $1 a cigarette if you're selling singles to people who want to buy single cigarettes.
Yeah. Those people are the ones digging in the couch trying to find a fucking dollar.
Yeah, it's weird.
But when I see that, though, it's like I had one time where I thought about running from a cop, and then it clicked into my head what I was doing. And you're like, what are you going to fucking do? Like, because I was
That's why I played GTA all fucking day.
Yeah. We got a lot of comments coming in here from the viewers. They got to stop stealing the TVs and we'll start caring.
We got to hear the guy out. Can't just take that out of context. Maybe he lost his TV.
So what happened, I was coming home from after prom and, I was drinking, but it was the next morning.
Last year?
Yeah.
that girlfriend you had?
Yeah. We won't talk about her on the show.
Miss Statutory?
Real nice lady, though.
And girl.
Alex, she is still a woman. A girl, not a woman yet.
Was this Sharia law?
Well, I think 16 is consent.
For all you Muslims out there. Because there's a bunch of them listening.
So, yeah, I was coming home. It was the next morning. I did have a couple drinks in the morning before I left, and I was driving home. I slept in my truck the night before. It stunk like booze and everything else that was going on in there.
Teenage angst.
And a cop pulled me over for speeding. And he pulls me over and he's like, hey, he's like, smells a lot of alcohol. He's like, what are you doing? Where you come from? He's like, oh, come home for after prom this side. He's like, hey, well, I'm going to give you a breathalyzer. He's like, ah, fuck, here we go. Okay. So I blow in it and he looks. He's like, well, you're definitely not drunk, but you've had some alcohol and there's zero tolerance because you have your aunt. He's like, I'm going to have to get you to come out of the vehicle and come back to my car with me. I was like, okay. So I start walking back there with him. Like, we were being real friendly. He jumps in his car. I go to get in the passenger seat. I pull on it. He looks at me. He's like, no. He's like, in the back. And the first thing goes through my head is like, fuck, man, if I get in the back of this car.
I'm going to jail, son.
I was like, if you get in the back of this car, you can't get out from the inside. Learned that from Super Troopers. And so I was
Kids with the wrenches.
I was contemplating. I was like, no, don't get in the back of the car. You're fucked if you get in there.
Fight him.
I was like, what are you gonna do, fuckhead? Like, you're gonna just fucking start running down the road, get in your vehicle, and take off? Like, what are you gonna run into the bush? Like, you're not gonna get far.
Well, you shoot him first, and you just get away, and nobody saw it.
Don't you just shoot him, pull in an alley, wait for the stars to quit flashing?
Shave that fucking muff on your head, and you look totally different.
Yeah, you're probably better off to grow a beard, do a crown, than shave it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You always see the guy, though. He's like clean. They always are clean shaven, then they grow the beard to disguise themselves.
Yeah,
you gotta lay
I
low
guess
for a
that
while.
works too.
Yeah, but it's way
Well, they're always
quicker
out
this
in a
way.
cabin and they become like a wilderness man.
Yeah, because they're hiding out in the bush.
They're so good at living off the land, like Mark Wahlberg in Sniper. When he's out there. Just a beard and a dog.
Oh,
and a gun.
I got some crazy shit for you. I want to show you a couple of videos.
Sweet.
You got to see this one. You'll love it.
Dude, I listened to a video on YouTube that made me want to be a comic more than anything I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Really?
And it was just the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
And they were watching one of the comics in studio's oldest stand-up he could find from when he just got started.
Yeah.
And they were just fucking tearing it apart. And they were just sitting in a room, and it was Jimmy Norton, Colin Quinn's there, Patrice O'Neal's there, Rich Voss is there.
If we do that.
And then Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
And they just fucking listen to those guys sit in a room and take shots at each other is
I
insane.
knew I shouldn't have done that. We're fucked for our camera. See that?
What are they seeing?
They're seeing that.
Are they still hearing us?
Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Now go back to it. Okay, we're good. We should just leave it there.
We're back?
Yeah.
Back in the New York groove.
So I got this video here. I was going to try put the camera so that people could see the video.
We should just read the title and everybody will know what's
Okay.
about to happen.
So
that's pretty explanatory.
The title here is Glow Stick Blows Up in Kid's Face. Now,
I wonder what happened.
Now,
Bet you this kid gets it.
the best part about this is you don't even really need to see it. The audio is the best part of this thing. So, glow stick blows up in kid's face. We'll give you a little descriptive video as we go through. The kid cracks a glow stick.
Okay, so you're seeing this in the dark, and you just see the glow stick, and he's giving her a big old shake. Bent it. Oh, he's got more on his mind, folks.
Yes.
He's got mom's microwave. And he's putting the glow stick inside. Now, this is interesting. Oh, he's got it standing up.
This is good.
And it's just glowing like a Ghostbuster thing.
Did you catch the time he put her in for?
8:44, which is way too low. It's glowing like a nuclear explosion.
Doesn't that look fucking...
It looks like it's going to... That's fission.
We have nuclear fission.
That is fission.
Oh,
That is renewable energy.
Okay,
we're witnessing history.
now
Oh, he's fucking going in with no gloves? You crazy asshole.
he has now removed the glow stick.
Okay, this thing is hot. He's like Homer Simpson when he grabs the green
Here
vial of
goes.
shit in the
Watch
intro.
it.
Oh, got him. Oh, is he going to turn into like a superhero?
Listen to Dad.
Come here. I have no clue what to do with this. I gotta see what to do, ding-a-ling. God, I told you not to mess with it. Choking hazard, I don't know what to do if it's in your eye. God! Don't rub them.
Don't fucking rub him.
Damn it, Jack.
He's just quivering in the corner.
Where's the stuff?
Dad's panicked. Dad is not a go-getter.
Don't microwave it, Jack.
Dad's been in the same spot at work for
You
25
have another
years.
One of these tubes.
Raising these shithead kids
It's all over your
in white
awesome
America.
shirt. Don't come out.
Listen, not to mention it's all over your
Nah,
awesome
I got
shirt.
it. Don't rub your eyes.
I heard you, Dad.
Yeah, no shit. I said don't microwave it. Don't screw around. What you do with a beautiful shirt on and get it in your eyes.
With a beautiful shirt on.
Am I ever right about anything, Jack? Am I?
He's giving him the business.
Right. Can you ever listen?
What a fucking asshole.
Get this off.
This kid's just...
He's been waiting to
fucked.
download on this kid for fucking ever. He's been pestering him day after day his whole fucking life.
Help me!
Oh, he got the shirt off. You gotta rinse, son. I mean, you just gotta rinse.
Yeah.
It's not cement powder.
I don't know what to do.
Pops is not a man of action here.
Don't you just...
My fucking eyes! Okay, Jack.
Well, you go to the hospital if you don't know what to do.
And in the same put water. Contact with eyes or skin may cause this temporary high-grade discomfort. In case of eye or skin tuck, flush with water for 15 minutes. So just sit there and keep flushing away with water.
Dude, how brutal is that? How dumb are you? First of all,
Okay, I don't need to hear this kid moan.
isn't it pretty
Fucking
standard
baby.
issue to have
Oh, Sasha Grey.
flush for 15 minutes? Isn't that like you see that on everything? Get in your eye, flush for 15 minutes. Like in this guy's, it's like I don't know what to do, ding-a-ling. Maybe start flushing it, you fuckface. What would you get in your eyes that you're not gonna flush with water?
And powder, and that's it.
I guess if you get like what reacts with water, but I guess your eyes are wet, so it's gonna react anyway. Isn't it?
Cement, yeah. I
cement.
heard about a kid doing that. He dropped cement and it fucking it blew up in
really?
his eyes like the powder.
Yeah, and he
instantly went to rinse, and then it fucking
no.
not a good idea.
But
But other than that,
what's that other shit that reacts with water?
you gotta go rinse.
It makes an explosion,
An explosion,
like magnesium or something.
hydrogen and
I don't know. Hydrogen's in water. Ding-a-ling.
I know, but I'm just thinking hydrogen, oxygen.
We need a fire triangle.
Like that was gonna lead us somewhere.
Fire.
Oh! You mean what reacts with that? It was obviously fucking lead.
I get it.
Since you put it in those terms,
Who is this? Alex from Target. I see this fucking hashtag
I'm
everywhere.
not sure. It's a weird phenomena.
It's a
Phenomena. See Sasha Grey on the right there?
Yeah.
She has the greatest fuck me eyes I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Really?
It doesn't
This
make
broad
any.
here?
That's no Sasha Grey. Up
Where's
top.
Sasha Grey?
Right there. She's a huge porn star.
This stuff?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay.
And I think that's why she was so successful.
Because she had fuck me eyes.
Yeah, like she's going to like mainstream acting now.
Yeah.
But she just has this look on her face. And there's an actress that's doing she's doing these weird she was in like True Detective and she's in all these TV shows.
Yeah.
One called Banshee.
Yeah.
And she does nudity. Like she looks just like Sasha Grey. Like she has that you know how some people have that
Dude,
look
do
to them?
you-
Like certain humans.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like they has to be related to that person, but they're
Yeah.
not. But they're like the same type of human.
I
Like
find
how all
that
the Downsy
a
people
lot in porn.
look real down, and you're like, oh, you fucking.
you're-
Is that your brother? And you're like, no, he just has Downs.
We just both have Downs.
We're both on the Downsy. But she looks just like that, and I was like, oh, that's just Sasha Grey doing mainstream, but she's not. She's this other girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just going for
Whoa.
the Sasha Grey look?
Yeah. Well, she just has that facial, like the bone structure's all the same already.
Yeah. There's I find that a lot in porn. When you like start looking up porn stars, you're looking for a specific one, type in their name, and there's like a bunch of lookalikes pretending to be that broad.
yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? You're not the one I'm looking for.
For real. There's
some-
some Miley Cyrus one floating around out there.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like
And I was
celebrity
like,
fake ones.
No. That is not right. You're lying to
Have
me.
you seen Pondering?
Not
the
that it
Canadian
matters. I was trying to work on a bit, and it fucking had that, like how Jennifer Lawrence's nudes came out,
one? Yeah.
and a whole nation of guys just were like, whatever.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like people have no idea how fucking dark and demented the porn is.
Yeah.
You can just get on the internet. You're like Jennifer Lawrence naked does nothing for anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Like this is not a big story.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence getting dug out by two black guys. That's a fucking story.
Pull it up.
That's a scandal.
Yeah.
But it's just we've been so desensitized
Dude, I have
to
not
what it
looked
takes,
up
especially sexually.
like just nude pics. Like never. Like I don't want to just see a picture of a naked broad.
No, it does
does
nothing.
nothing,
I remember
no.
as a kid, it was like, oh my god, taboo. Like,
Yeah. Remember
this
we
is
used to go and
insane.
we lifted those porno mags?
Oh yeah,
That was a great time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. to be young and innocent again would be crazy. But do you think it just keeps getting worse as you go? Like, not worse in the sense that it's bad. It's not like you want anybody to get hurt, even though maybe it could evolve to that.
What are you talking about? Like what?
You're
stealing?
sexually, what gets you going?
You know what I thought
As a
about?
kid, it was like it took nothing, and then now that you get more used to sex and sexuality,
Yeah.
it's like what do you veer off onto?
I gotta watch some pretty weird shit these days to get fucking
Dude, it's
get
weird.
worked
Like
up. Like yeah, just
there's
regular
lines
classic.
blurring all over the place.
It takes a whack of people
It's
in a
super
porn
weird
for me
because
to want to watch
you
it.
feel super removed from it. You're like watching it on a screen. It's not anything. It's not you. It's
Yeah.
not your life. It's not your history. You're just deviating to this weird dark corner of the internet.
Yeah.
Where anything goes. It's fucked up.
Dude, every time
How do they let it circulate? Do you notice that it's the only thing Google won't auto finish? Is a
porn.
porn site for you, but
Yeah.
it will come up as first on the hit list.
Yeah.
but they won't finish it for you. It's like, we don't encourage it, but we can't like ban it.
Probably just so kids can't stumble upon it. But if the kid knows how to type in the whole thing, it's like he's gonna get there anyway. We're just helping him out.
There's so many of these,
saving him the .com and the www.
These servers and wherever that just like. Well, this was like one of the first things we ever talked about on the podcast. It was like, how is porn still going?
Well, yeah, who's paying for it? Because I've never paid for porn, and well, that's a lie. I've paid for porn, but I don't pay for porn, and I watch it. Probably usually twice a day, 2 a days.
Yeah.
I'll pull off one in the morning, one at night.
And it's
Mom,
weird.
please shut the podcast off.
Because it's all right here.
Yeah.
It's all like most of the porn you've watched it's still, you can run a reel in your head of a lot of the stuff that you just, whatever, for some reason was disseminated with you.
Yeah.
No pun intended. And you just,
I think
you don't need it. Like you could go out in the middle of the fucking woods like you've been doing.
Yeah.
And just pull them out all day. Like you would never be without.
Yeah.
That must be the worst part about the fucking dementia at the end of your life. You spank bank, it doesn't exist anymore.
You just fucking can't remember what you like and what you don't.
When do you stop pulling it? Do guys just pull it till they die?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, there's one thing where I was talking about is, like porn, like I don't
elderly masturbation.
Yes.
That was on your mind?
When does it
Why do
become...
ducks fly in a V? And why do I see that 80-year-old broad going in the sex shop?
Well, V led to vagina.
What's
and
she doing in there?
Here we are.
I never know.
Right now, like watching porn is, it's no big deal. Like you watch porn, I do my thing. I don't think anyone would judge me for it. Now, when you're 50 and you have gray hair and you're watching some young broad just getting railed on, are you like a creepy old man? Like does that
sort of, yeah, but
yeah, don't well
if you paint that picture, obviously,
like if you think of like this old guy just fucking tugging away on
everybody's
himself
okay with
some...
it. Like, to be honest, if we're being real, like a monogamous relationship shouldn't allow porn. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
that your girlfriend...
I will not be in one that doesn't.
I know, but the girlfriend that lets that go, which is most of them, they out of sight, out of mind. They don't ask, they don't tell.
I dated a few chicks who didn't at all, though.
No, they don't.
No, I know.
The fact that you do is kind of weird because you could be watching any video. You could be watching just some other girl going solo.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Girls don't want to watch some guy sit there and go solo, but you could do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, who was that? But you haven't built a personal relationship.
Right.
So they're like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
And that is the weird thing about trying to understand back in the day when guys would they fucked everything and the wives were like, oh, it's just something.
Dude,
like that Spartacus show that depicts old Rome.
Yeah.
There's some guy banging some hooker in front, talking to his wife, having a casual conversation.
Oh, really? While he's fucking.
Yeah, and it's like the wife doesn't care because this is done by all men, and this is the way that goes. But they're not building a personal relationship with these slave hookers. They're just having the sexual release, and then your wife is still your wife, and they get that. So just as these girls in porn are like, they mean nothing to you in the same way these girls that you're watching in a video are so worlds away.
But do you think if you could show that it was nothing more than sex, those same women would let you go bang other broads?
I'm not sure.
Like you're saying, she's not important to you. It's
no,
just
because
some broad
nobody
to get
would
off.
believe that if you actually physically, in this day and age,
like fucked her, that it wasn't.
Love seems to be born of sex, and whether that's infatuation or true love is always played out in the end. Yeah. But everybody has sex and then falls in love.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how it goes because the feelings are so strong when you're doing it.
Right.
So even you or like if we got into that.
What are we talking about here?
If we had girlfriends and then started to try to, like, they were okay with that, even us trying to do it, you would find yourself having feelings for these girls that you're having sex with, I bet.
I think.
And then you'd be like, no, this is too muddy.
Well, you would definitely be like, no, I want to fuck her tonight and not you. And then that
would be too weird.
Those issues are gonna rise.
Yeah.
That it's gonna be like, oh, like,
that I still
love you, but I'm gonna go over to her house Friday night, bang the shit out of her.
I guess guys were just fucking all day back then, right? Like it was the thing to do.
Yeah,
drink and fuck. I think that's how most decisions were probably made.
I think that's still a great
back in the day.
Great thing to do.
They were drinking wine and sexual release. Like they didn't have much. I don't know if they had much in the way of like other drugs. Because if they had a stimulant back then, like a cocaine, it sounds
like they had opiates. Like
they would have gone wild if they had something like a cocaine. Yeah. But maybe civilizations did, and they never got passed on because they steered right into the shitter.
Yeah.
but they were living it while they were dipping. Like Genghis Khan riling up those armies. He must have been giving those fucking guys something.
Well, didn't they? I think all their reward was they could just rape all the broads they wanted, wasn't it? That was like, you go and kill all the villagers and we can just rape all the women. Do you think any broads were just like
to
right
make them
into
crazy.
it? They're like, yeah, we heard they're coming to our village.
Try to go on the offensive against a horde of dicks.
They're just,
I'll beat them.
Yeah.
I'll drain every load.
I'm beating them off with both hands.
Some chick who was just a nympho, hey, couldn't wait.
Just fucking loves it.
Just pull my hair, slap.
Yeah, fucking. Gabe, what do you got other than porn?
I don't know. It's my whole life.
No. A waste.
It baffles me, but I don't know. I spend a lot of time thinking about things. Like, I'll just get caught in a trap, but like, I was wondering like how Remembrance Day went by on November 11th, and it's like a great thing to everyone take a moment and remember.
People don't fuck around with Remembrance Day.
No, man, you can't.
Like...
There's nothing to fuck with. It's just that everybody understands how somber that is.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'll get caught on that shit on like August 12th.
Yeah.
I'll just sit and think about getting drafted to a war and just leaving everything.
Why August 12th?
I don't know, on any day, just not Remembrance Day.
Okay, right.
I'll sit and get stuck on that whole history of what happened. Like, holy shit, man. Like, I couldn't get drafted right now. Like, if you didn't go, you were a social pariah.
Yeah.
Who was outcasted, and you would have to just leave, or you had to go. Like, underagers.
Well, a lot of guys you pretended like you're a homo, right? If you just said I'll suck all their dicks, apparently you get out.
I guess, or there was draft dodgers who were like,
those guys
really frowned upon. If everyone found out that was you,
a jive turkey, I heard, is a draft dodger.
You jive turkey.
That's why I heard that's such a big insult. Jive turkey was draft dodger.
Just called you cocksucker.
No, I just said your mother's a whore.
No, but just like nobody in our generation could get drafted. Like, if we had to go, you'd be like, no. Like, first of all, what are you gonna do? Like, men back then were so hard because they had to experience that shit early on in their life.
Yeah.
What are you gonna cyber bully the Germans?
Yeah.
It doesn't make we're just not capable. We have a fluffy generation.
I would be such a bitch in war. I would just fucking like, I'll be in the car.
Saving Private Ryan, they just show up.
Dude,
and you're in those tin crates and you just hear the fucking rounds bouncing off the outside of it. They're like, okay, we're going to show up on the beach, open this door, you go out.
Well, it's fucking
ridiculous. You out of your mind?
Would you not have
I'm climbing over the back right now. You try to stop me, I'll shoot you. I don't give a fuck. We're all marching to our death anyway. This is stupid.
Yeah.
To think that the leaders that made up this battle plan thought so little of you and the sacrifice you're willing to make.
Well, it's just
that they were just going to rush you into a Gatling gun.
They got 50,000. We got 100,000. We're going to lose about 80,000 of that. We should come out on top here.
Like, that's way before do Black Lives Matter. That's like, does anybody fucking matter? None of these people matter at all. We're just going to rush the beach with them until they're out of bullets.
Do you think all those wars were junk too?
Thanks,
like,
Chief.
I feel like a lot of our wars today, like, it's really controversial because it's like, what are you fighting for? And you always hear they're fighting for like oil or like natural resources and that type of shit. But back then, do you think war was legit war? Like, when you had to, like...
It was, because there was someone trying to take over the world. That shit hasn't happened in forever.
Yeah.
But, like, it's the coolest story and narrative ever. It's someone trying to take over the world. It's every Bond villain. It's every fucking, like, cartoons now. It's just this guy who's going to take over the world. This super villain.
Gotta shut him down.
And they're like, who was that? It was Hitler, last guy. Fucking...
Dude, talk shit about Hitler, but that guy got shit done, man.
First guy that ever came, like, even remotely close. Or the last guy, sorry, that ever came remotely close.
You ever watch any of his speeches?
Yeah, it gets you real riled up, that guy.
Dude, that guy's fucking got it figured out, man. He just had the wrong job, though, right? Like, fucking... I've got a bit. I'm still trying to work that out. I thought of that still like a sociopath, that guy. Told you about lots. Yeah, we don't need to go over it.
You watched Bill Burr's fucking air. You watched Bill Burr?
No, they came out last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Super good.
I saw him tweeting it, though. I gotta
so
get on
good
that.
at what
It's
he
on
does.
Netflix, right?
Yeah, so good at what he does.
Dude, I like Burr. He's fucking hilarious.
Unbelievably hilarious, and he's super theatrical in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember how he was talking about having that one-way conversation? Go to your fucking mothers.
Yeah.
Like that. He does that, like, 2.0.
Yeah.
And then he does a lot of just theatrical stuff where you got to be watching him, and it's half the laughter is how funny he's being
like
physically.
pulling like
waving
a
his
Chuck.
arms around and stuff like that. Not too much, like, not that
Right.
Dane
Not
was like,
that
I guess like,
animated.
Dane was like as far ahead as a comedian ever, like as hyped up as a comedian's ever
Right,
been on
right.
stage doing that.
Yeah. Well,
But it's pretty close. It's more than I'd ever seen from a guy who really has been walking his whole career on his words. It was
Right.
the jokes that carried him to where he is. It wasn't
Yeah.
him flailing around too much.
But he did
until the
have,
last couple.
He's really good with his voice. Like when he does
Yeah.
that thing, like go to your mother's.
Yeah, and, well, the chick's voice too. He does the same girl voice. Like a lot of
Yeah.
comedians will have that.
Yeah.
You have to have like a dumb chick voice and then like a white guy voice sometimes if you're going there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just have to be able to do a little bit. They don't have to be bang on because you can make them yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not trying to impersonate a certain person, just a demographic of person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
you can
feel
find a way
that's
to
all
hit
Russell Peters has.
Isn't that crazy?
Like,
I was talking about
that
the other day because his Russell
in a
Peters
fucking,
versus the world or whatever.
Like, yeah,
that's
the
a whole
I
season.
think he's in the O2 Arena.
Yeah,
in that,
and he's doing crowd work.
And he just sits there and he's
What's
like
your name,
picking on
guy?
the first 3 rows. He's like, "Where are you from?" The guy's like, "Dubai." "Oh, Dubai, hey, oh."
Yeah.
And he's like, does some fucking stupid.
But it is
corny
what he
thing.
does, and I think that guy deserves everything he gets.
But I think he was really.
But
funny
I don't
when he
know
had
if
bits.
anybody's act is fucking good enough to do an arena. Like Dane was good.
I
Kevin
saw
Hart
Dane in
was
an arena
good.
and it killed me. I couldn't stop laughing the whole fucking time. But live comedy is so much different than watching it on TV. When you're there and there's that many people around you all laughing, just them laughing makes you laugh.
Yeah,
Like that's what I
for
find.
sure.
Like being on stage, once you can get some people rolling, then like your jokes, like people are.
But if you watch the
get
behind the
away with a
scenes
lot
on
up there.
Russell, that's what he does. He likes to improvise on stage and he just does crowd work.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good at it sometimes.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time you're getting the same stuff.
I heard
because
he's really
the
good at
Asian person
improv.
says a white name and he goes, "Oh yeah, of course that's your name."
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I looked at you. He'll do that a lot. He's
Yeah.
like, and it's been in like 3 different specials.
Yeah.
But it's just he obviously gets it. He understands that.
I think he was really good though. Like when he used to, like I feel he doesn't have jokes anymore. He just has impressions. Before, like when he had the like, "You're gonna get hurt real bad," like
Right.
he had straight up jokes. And he's like,
Jokes in an accent.
"Coon."
Jokes in an accent.
Yeah, yeah,
But now he just has accents.
yeah.
And yeah, he's stretching like what nationalities he's doing. He's doing like a Norwegian accent. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
that's funny. But like your bread and butter are like, I get the Asian accent's funny. The Indian accent is funny even if the most serious guy in the world is talking like that.
Yeah.
That's like when those guys carry swords.
I like
And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to laugh in your face. You could pull that sword and say a sentence to me.
yeah.
I'm going to start laughing.
That's like a Dave Chappelle we talk about on the airplane. "Hello, we have 2 black.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
We
Get
ain't
the
make your
fuck
garden
out.
chips."
Nobody look at my face. Which was weird because he was an Asian dude. I was like, why is he talking like that?
I heard Chappelle dropped into the store, eh? Like a couple nights ago. Or
Yeah,
something?
dude. Rogan's going back to the store, too.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I was
He,
like,
he went back a little while ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like last week or something. He was there.
A couple weeks. And then they had that unreal show.
The
dude.
guys kept bugging him. It was
Going
who-
to see fucking
was it
comedy in
Herrera?
LA. They went to the store. You go to the store, you can see like
Yeah, man. You can see like the
Rogan,
headliners.
Burr,
Like, they all
I
got
think it
15-minute
was,
spots.
Eliza was there.
Dude, I saw that one. There was
Hinchcliffe
was it
went with
Hinchcliffe?
them.
Yeah. I don't know if Herrera was there. What's his name was?
But
Yeah,
that's
no, I
just
saw-
a
I saw
killer
that set
card.
list
What's a
coming
ticket
up,
to that? It could
and
be
it was like
$100.
Yeah, it's probably
People would pay
$5
to see
for
that.
that.
Yeah, and it's like you get in, you just see the 7:30 show for $5.
Yeah. And they just roll through. They've got like they all get like 15-minute spots, I think, right?
Yeah.
And they go, like it's like 10 till midnight or something.
Dude, Burr's new one is like an hour 20.
Really?
Yeah.
He's pushing it.
And he's just out there, like he's touching on some of the stuff at the end. Like
Yeah.
he look like, it looks like when you do a special,
Yeah.
you want all your stuff in there, because then once it's there, it's like you just saved it and locked it.
Yeah.
And it's done and it's out to the world.
Yeah.
So he's throwing in like anything he might have left out from last specials
Right.
that he thought up later, doing the bits and then improvising a little extra and extra and extra.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So he talks about guns, but it's different.
Right.
And
like yeah, he's grown on.
He's
the
on
bit.
those premises.
Yeah.
And you can tell that's where he got it from. And then you can tell throughout the year, like when you see him at the, when he did he does that 15-minute set on the Stars charity night or whatever.
Yeah.
When he comes out and does his Steve Jobs stuff.
Yeah.
And then he does his population control stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see how that he was doing that then, and then how it's evolved to now when he released his special.
Right.
Yeah, like he chopped it up a whole bunch, and a lot of it's missing, and a lot of it's just in his flow. But he fucking is super good at it for
Yeah, I feel
a guy who seems like a fucking guy like you or I, you know, like
yeah.
he's just
I like
been
your
up on
story.
stage doing it for 20 plus years.
When I fucked up that night, when I fucking told that joke and it just missed, and I just fucking blanked and couldn't figure out where to go next. I was sitting there like those like 15 seconds I stalled out felt like a fucking hour. And then when I heard that story about Burr there, where he talks about when he's like, "Fuck, I'm bailing." Tell that story. It's a fucking great story.
Oh,
Let's talk about it.
well,
That made me feel better. That made me want to just keep.
yeah.
going
Well, he was
comedy.
talking about one of the first times he started. He said the first time it went okay,
Yeah.
and then like the third time he got up, he was just bombing, and everything was missing.
Yeah.
And then he just looked and panicked because he'd never had anything miss clean that many times.
Yeah.
And it was just compounding on him. And he's like, he just looked at the guy who was running the joint. He's like, I'm out. I'm bailing. I'm bailing. The other comics were like, oh, you can't do that. What you got to finish your thing, like, no matter what.
Yeah.
And he just sat down. He was so embarrassed. He just sat down right in the seat in the front row and never fucking moved until the show was over. And everybody kept going on. He just kept looking. Looking at his shoes, at the stage, anything.
That would be so funny.
And you're like, that's a guy who's a fucking...
Put the mic
He's
down.
a
and just
top
fucking
10
sit in the
comic
first seat
on,
you see.
in the world right now.
I'm getting out of here. Fucking.
I would
done.
say.
Oh yeah, big time, man.
And he's a top 10 guy right now.
Yeah.
Especially since you can probably assume Kevin Hart's going to move on from comedy.
Yeah, he seems like he's just going more into a movie role.
Well,
eh?
the money is just too much. But
Yeah,
I heard him talk about Eddie too. He did Seinfeld's Comedian in Cars Getting Coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
And he talks a little bit about Eddie. And every time that guy's name comes up, man, it's like fucking legend. Everyone just goes, oh,
Eddie.
What did he say? What did he say? Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Because he's the greatest breathing comic anyone's ever seen.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do it anymore. And he hasn't for a long time.
I love the beginning of this. Where's my heroin? Where's that raw? What's it, the red suit? Is that Delirious?
Delirious is the red.
Yeah.
But because he's talking to Kevin Hart's telling the story. And he says, well, because I was hanging out with Eddie, and I'm like, Eddie, you're one of the big reasons I'm doing this. Like,
Yeah. Talk to the mic a bit more.
why don't you do it? Like, why don't you? What am I watching for?
Just this little bar. See how much it moves.
I'm getting nothing,
Yeah, because you're not talking into it enough.
but I'm right here still.
See, there you go.
All right.
It did. Yeah, if you just watch out, you can tell. Like, cause see, when we go red line, there is when it starts fucking up.
Pew, check.
I can put
Welfare
you-
check.
Here, I'll put you up a little more. Who's that fucking Brian?
Pew, pew, pew.
Little Brian in there.
Yeah, he's like, Eddie, what are you doing? He's like, it's like cold water. It's like, since I've been gone
you're
for
supposed
so
to get
long.
a coaster.
Are they seeing that?
Weber says, get a fucking coaster.
Oh, yeah, I'm only half class. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Put her on this giant check?
You
Fine.
put her on the giant check.
That's what I fucking
Fuck
think
it.
about your fucking... There you go. Money Mayweather style.
Money Mayweather. Fucking Evander Kane. Dropping stacks. You see
Thing
that?
is, that's like his whole salary.
Evander, if you fuck that up, you're fucking owed money for a year.
It's
buddy.
like when you're like 18, you go to the bank and withdraw all your cash.
How do you
Can I
want
get it all in fucking fives? And 100?
Dude, dollar bills would be the sickest thing, wouldn't
Yeah, they would be
Like
cool.
how
They're so
America's-
cool when you go to the States, which is, I don't know why you're not coming to Vegas, man.
they? I can see if I can come. I can probably move some things around.
No, but at any point in the next year, even if you don't come on this next immediate one,
Right.
we got to just do it.
Yeah, I can. When are you guys going again? March?
Yeah. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
There's so many good stand-up clubs there too, man. Just to go watch
Yeah, it'd be
whoever's
super-
in town.
super
You're like,
sick.
this guy I've never heard of. And you're like, he's just fucking
Yeah, man.
roasting a room right now.
A lot of those guys are fucking killer.
Even though I've seen bad ones in Vegas, even the guys that come here from Vancouver.
I really got to try to go see Bueller. I'm fucking.
Like, we haven't seen a bad comic come here.
I haven't seen a bad pro yet.
They fucking
They're all
crush
pro,
rooms
man.
for an
They're
hour.
fucking good. They're so good, man. Like that room.
Michelle Shaughnessy, who we had on the show, she was up there crushing drinks.
Yeah.
While she was, it was like part of her shtick was to take a sip, and then it was like talking to you that way. It was like,
Yeah.
she was talking to you at a party, and
Yeah.
she just has a whole room
Yeah.
just fucking moving with her. It's insane.
Do you see she was doing work with Callan?
Yeah.
She opened for Callan in Calgary.
Apparently she knows him,
Yeah.
like
she,
legitimately.
yeah.
Did you listen to the Roy McDonald Rogan podcast?
No, you know it's funny.
Dude, he almost mentioned Prince George. I think I already told you this, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They almost mentioned Prince. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they just fucking...
Because Rogan was hunting
he was
up
up here
around
hunting, right?
Oh, yeah. It was probably like up in Chetwynd or something.
Where did they mention?
They mentioned the Caribou area.
Yeah.
They mentioned the Caribou region.
But then they threw out
And then
Princeton?
he said Princeton. But that's where like Roy had been hunting before.
Only steers and queers come from fucking Princeton.
Nice. Somebody from Princeton?
We
Listen to the show?
Same guy who's telling you to put your shit on a coaster.
Oh.
Fucking Ty Webber. Webber used to play for the Omni guys.
Why isn't he at the posse game? They're churning out some stars out of Princeton, are they? Those fucking yellow creases. Remember when you used to go to small towns around here and there'd be fucking yellow crease?
Yeah.
Or like yellow inside the net area?
Yeah.
You're like, what is going on here?
Yeah, just to fucking
Princeton
help you line
had
it up.
that like until like 08. It was fucking retarded. Nobody got it. You're like, what, the rinky piss in here before they fucking flooded?
No, it's popping yellow Gatorade bottles. Popping bottles. Dude, I found like an underground fucking drop-in league down in Van.
Nice.
It's like it started out at Public, and then this guy came up and was like, hey, like, came up to me and my buddies, like, just so you know, there's a serious drop-in, but we want intermediate to advanced players only, Thursdays at 9. So I was like, okay.
Does this guy suck?
Yeah. So you go, and I go to Thursday at 9. Fucking horrible. Just absolutely tear it up. And tearing up, dropping like I'm bragging. And then
Well, it was the intermediate to advanced class, bro.
so then
What the
these
fuck?
two other guys who were at that one go, hey, bro, there's a way better drop-in. Half hour, 2 rinks over. Come out. It's really good. High level only. So I was like, okay. So I go there. Fucking 30
High
seconds
level
in.
only, like it's fucking Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, man. It's like, fuck this underground drop-in league.
Bro, we play for Pinks.
So go there, shred that. So then they get a hold of me. They're like, hey, okay, bro, you're really good. We got a setup Mondays, Wednesdays for super extreme advanced only. Give me your contact information.
Super extreme advanced only.
Just like the fucking, like they're talking like X-Pros only go here, this and that. Give me your contact info. I'll forward it to a guy, and he's going to get a hold of you. And I'm like, okay, so I give him my number. This guy texts me. He's like, hey, it's Kev. Got your number from Chris. He's like, Wednesday, 10:30, be there.
Everybody wears the same color jersey, bro. You got to be that good.
Fucking Hunter S. Thompson. Ty wants to talk about him. His Ty. I showed Ty the fucking bit on Rogan's thing there, Hunter's Day.
Oh, the story about his
put
day?
more ice in the shivas. Okay, shivas is snow cone. Shivas is snow cone. I don't know a lot about him. I don't know if you know a lot about him.
I've only watched the movies
Fear
that have
and
been
Loathing.
created on him, but I did watch him do like he's done Letterman and stuff.
Yeah,
And he used to come on, but he didn't blend in like another guest. Like an actor would come out and fucking cross his legs and sit there and tell you about the project and how great it is to work with Robin Williams. You try to one up him, it's the battle you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
He would just sit there and he was just so much more existential than anyone who sits in that chair. He's been doing heavy psychedelics. He lives life redlined all the time.
He lives.
And he's a great writer.
Yeah.
Like a really talented guy. And I'm not sure how much justice the movies that have been made about his life did, like the Johnny Depp Fear and Loathing or Bill Murray did Where the Buffalo Roam. And I think there was another project out there that centered around him. But by all accounts, he gave zero fucks
Yeah, man.
about virtually anything that you and I have been taught to care about.
Yeah.
Which just makes him fascinating. Money didn't govern his life. It was even just fading into the black. He was never set to do that. He had decided that once it's time to go, while I'm here, I'm going to live
Just ride it hard and fucking
as
shut her
hard
down.
as anyone's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Because it's just exercising freedoms at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's like
I think is what he was about.
it's like what Blitz talks about, like Bilzerian. He's like, call him Blitz. You can call him Blitz. I'll let him know you're gonna call him Blitz. He talks about like money. He's like he says it buys him the freedom to do whatever you want. Is what it is. He's like, I'm just doing whatever I want to do. Anything I want to do, I do. Like
I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the money.
Yeah, it's super weird. I watched that. Have you seen that documentary?
It seems super easy to do when you do have the money.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, oh, life's about this, not that. It's like,
Yeah.
well, we get that, but we're all in the fucking rat race, guy.
Yeah, exactly. I can't just fucking live off fucking
Capitalism is
earth
fucking
energy.
Yeah, capitalism is a dream.
Have you seen that documentary? It's called Happy on Netflix.
No. Well, I've seen it on there, but no.
Yeah, I watched it. Fucking real slick. Good stuff.
How to be happy?
Yeah, they just talk about
Or how to be happy while knowing you're never going to have $100 million.
pretty much. But they have
Here's what else you can do. Instead of riding a roller coaster made of chocolate, you get to have 2 kids
try and pay attention to the
who go to
small
public
things.
school. And one starts cutting their wrists and the other kid can't make varsity.
When your kid comes home and says, I love you, Dad, that is enough. That's all you need. That's all you need right there. Just know that that little guy is looking up to you, and everything you do is
You're
for
a
that little guy.
Slugger.
You can barely catch a ball, but you're getting better, Kevin. Just keep doing it. Look at him. He almost caught it that time. Yeah, dumb fucking mutt.
Most kids are so stupid.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I was...
stupid.
No, well, a lot of kids...
Fuck that.
No, I was, yeah. But I think a lot of kids that were, like, we grew up with, you're like, he was pretty dumb. And then you're like, he did all right.
Yeah, he's just making her buy.
But then you're like, if you see anyone you thought was dumber than you go surging past you,
Yeah.
then you finally get the expectations of yourself where it's either like you're just going to sit
Every
there.
dumb person I know.
But you're like,
has
okay,
the
well, I
traits.
have to be able to do this then. And then when you look at like Arnold Schwarzenegger and what he did, like
Yeah.
the trail you're blazing at that point,
Yeah.
it's like, how can not everybody believe in themselves after seeing a guy come from nothing and do everything?
Yeah, well, it's same as The Rock. Like, The Rock has that thing where he tells that story about being like 26 years old. He had $8 in his pocket and didn't make the fucking Calgary Stampeders. Went tried out for CFL, didn't make it at $8, and he was this old. And he fucking said he started putting boots to asses.
Dude, I follow this guy on Twitter. His name's Joe Mandy.
Yeah.
He's a writer for Parks and Rec, and he's a good stand-up. And he is like the most ironic retweeter of all time. The stuff that comes across. He'll just like go to Nancy Grace's
Yeah.
thing, and then he's tweeting it. He
think-
doesn't mean it. He's doing it ironically, which is it's just something you have to know like by knowing who he is.
Yeah.
Like he has this whole campaign going called Kosh Boys.
Yeah.
And the Koch brothers are these 2 like industrialist assholes who run a big company that just fucks over the environment and makes money off what they do. I don't know that much about him. So he has this whole campaign going where he has T-shirts with them and his face on it, and he's pretending to be part of the group like the Koch boys. And he's like advocating this way of life, but doing it completely ironically.
Yeah.
Just
what
to raise
do you mean by ironically?
just to raise awareness about it. He doesn't believe in any of this. In fact, he hates it so much that he's launched this campaign to
Right,
raise
so it's
awareness
just a
about it. So you're gonna look
counter
at you're gonna look at him like a fucking idiot because of the shit he says.
Okay, like
and you'll be
he's
like, oh,
just-
this guy's an idiot, and he's affiliated with these people.
Okay,
to
yeah,
show
yeah,
who
yeah.
these guys really are.
Right.
He's elaborate,
Right.
but he what the fuck were we even talking about before that?
Something about your mother and a farm animal.
No, because he had retweeted something, and it fucking that's what sent me to that whole. I'm just a long-winded jackass.
Alpha Brain, folks. Take Alpha Brain. We
It
don't.
was right there.
What were we talking about?
Oh, that's
Dude,
a kick in the pants. Whenever I watch other podcasts and they forget something and you know it and you're like screaming at the
Yeah,
screen.
you're just
like,
like,
oh, it's this.
fucking Jesus Christ.
So all the people listening are probably thinking we're just fucking. It was this, you dummy.
That's okay, though. We did good. I mean, we did good. We'll come back to this at a later point in time. If any of our viewers do know, Chris here
It'll trigger
says,
me.
you suck. Haha, LOL.
You suck, donkey dick.
We got Greg in here. Greg says, go fuck your mother. I love the chat we get from these guys, you know?
Real nice characters.
Bunch of fucking great guys. What is going on?
Can you carry 2 minutes?
Yeah, you want to go take a piss?
No, I just gotta get ice.
Oh! All right. I can
And
carry
a
2
coaster,
minutes.
evidently.
All right, I could open up the phone line, see if these fucks will...
This is how it started. I'm gonna remember that shit when I get back.
Okay, you'll just focus on it. We'll see. So, anyway, check out that fucking guy, right? Like, weed doesn't wreck your fucking brain. Tell me about it. I can't even remember what he was talking about. I know what we're talking about. I'm not going to give him the clue. So anyway, cars are weird. Is he just chiseling ice from outside? Oh, I'm pretty sure he's chiseling ice from off the deck to put into his drink. And that was the second time I got crabs. Do you guys want to hear a story? I got no good story. Unique New York. I should pour some wine on Stinger's seat cushion and make it look like he had period blood. Genius. Drink more wine, you fuckwit. Ty, I'm going to come over there and rip your whole fucking head off. The whole fucking thing. Dude, my phone's plugged in, it's not even charging. Webber, we'll get you on. We'll see if this will work.
I heard you screaming at somebody. What was that about?
Fuck you. Hello, is this Doug?
What?
Is this Doug?
This is Doug.
Doug, you know what? I'm fucking sick of you calling into the show, making us fucking look stupid, telling me about all the fucking bullshit that's going on. You know what? I hope that your mother did die in a fucking car crash.
Why are you being so mean to my mother?
Well, it's not. I'm not actually upset about your mother. I'm upset about you. I'm sorry. Your mother's probably a
He's
saint.
projecting.
I've been in this exact situation 3 times before.
Dude, we're like almost a full minute behind you. I just answered, or you just answered the phone on me. I'm watching the show. It's really going in a loop here.
Well, maybe you should upgrade your internet connection so it doesn't sound like you're in fucking Syria.
Dude, I couldn't stay in the room. It was so bad on a loop.
Yeah, that'll happen. So, what is your policy on Columbus Day?
Columbus Day?
Yeah.
Well, it should be a stat holiday. The guy found a new world, so we should get a day off with pay.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, I agree. I mean, Stinger feels the same way over here.
Especially victory over
Did
Japan
you
Day.
finally get a fucking coaster?
No, I don't think he's...
No coasters. We get free tables.
So could you tell us more about... Hang on, we'll give you a topic here. How much money do you think... Stinger, give us a celebrity. We'll do celebrity
Oh, we're doing a
net
game,
worth,
a game
celebrity
show?
net worth.
We'll play the intro. Bum, ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Celebrity Net Worth Game Show with special guest.
So long to get on was you guys were drinking?
What's that?
No. Just started drinking. Swear to God, officer.
Okay, so hang on.
It took forever to go on, and you were just drinking.
I was late.
We got some
What is
awesome,
this? Oh,
awesome
no,
intro music.
no, this is not awesome intro music. You were sold a bill of goods, sir.
We have Ty Webber. Ty Webber is on the line. We are going to be doing Celebrity Net Worth.
So
intro.
I got to choose the celebrity. You guessed the network.
And you're competing against me, Ty. If you win 3 out of the 5 rounds, then you win yourself a $10 iTunes gift card that you can go fuck yourself with.
That's it's got 16 cents on it.
$10 iTunes card that has $1.14 left on it. All right, Stinger, give us a celebrity.
Okay, net worth for a Woody F. Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. Ty, you're up
How much
first.
money does Woody Harrelson have? Does he have any of that white men can't jump money still invested?
Did we lose
No
Ty?
clue. Ty just stumped. Who's Woody Harrelson?
Did we lose him? Did he hang up? We lost Ty.
And
Ty.
that's been Celebrity Net Worth. Don't address it.
Ty, you fucking lost.
Okay,
your
I'll
chance.
play.
Okay.
Phone lines are a little...
It was too loud. He hung up.
The Rhines are crossed.
We.
Woody Harrelson's a good one because he's got that Hunger Games money right now, man. Plus he's done a couple. Zombieland. Bradley Cooper was like 60, wasn't he? That's a lot of fucking money. I think Woody Harrelson has $21 million.
Okay, I'm going to go Woody Harrelson with 28.6.
28.6.
28.6 million. What did you say?
21 million.
Woody
from Toy Story.
Woody Harrelson
Oh, does it come up first?
net worth.
What?
What
was that real?
Was that it?
Oh,
$65
Woody!
million.
Woody's getting paid.
Oh. He is known for his laid-back Hawaiian lifestyle,
dude.
his support of marijuana, his massive wealth of $65 million.
Well, then how much does McConaughey have? I thought he was like C-Circuit McConaughey, who was like 20 million, maybe.
Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah. McConaughey has to be worth $100 million.
McConaughey, I'll go with
$100 million. That guy's a fucking
91.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey net worth. He can't be that good. His didn't come up in a little.
What's it gonna be?
His didn't come up in a little.
75 million. That's it. Woody Harrelson has $10 million. What's going on here?
Well, Woody Harrelson supports marijuana. I think that's a huge thing.
Matthew McConaughey just won an Oscar.
I really want to get into a debate about marijuana versus steroids.
What world's going on? Okay, Adam Sandler. I just saw his face. What do you think his net worth is?
Adam Sandler, 211 million.
164 million.
Adam Sandler, net.
Is
worth.
he getting paid? Oh! No way! Are you kidding me?
$1 million.
See, I'm not blown away by that, but I am.
Big Daddy's paying
because
off.
it totally makes sense. That guy does so many fucking
Typically
movies.
banks more than $20 million per role.
That's insane. $300 million. Like, do you think that's because he has a film industry, like a film studio, Happy Madison Productions or whatever, and that goes against that? Like, whatever equity might exist in that plus.
Okay, hang on. What are you saying? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
He has like a studio. He has a studio where he makes movies, like Happy Madison Productions.
Yeah, anything
they
he
greenlight
owns.
movies for like $50 million or whatever.
Yeah, so anything he owns is his net worth.
So it must work that way then.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Who would be another actor who you'd think would just be an actor but would be affiliated that way?
Look up George Lucas. That guy produced some shit, doesn't
he? Yeah, but that's not a guy who got any acting money.
Yeah, but look what George Lucas is worth.
Yeah, but that's because he just sold. He just sold
billion.
He just sold Lucasfilms.
That's billion.
He just sold Lucasfilms, and that's why they're doing the 7 Star Wars.
So that's the way to go.
He washed his hands of it.
Don't
like
act, folks.
Pontius Pilate.
You don't want to act. You want to produce.
Look up Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau.
Because that's the guy who's making way more than you've seen him in movies.
I don't even know who that is.
So much. You know who that guy is.
Fat.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
You've seen him.
Yeah,
and you're like, acting, he wouldn't have that much money. But watch how much money he probably has.
60 million.
Serious.
That's a lot of money. Apparently, you can make money other than trades. Who fucking knew?
Yeah, right. Not real money, bro.
No, man. You got to go to Alberta. You got to hit the fucking oil
field.
Bro,
put in some elbow grease.
Just wait until you see that LOA money you're getting.
Put in some elbow grease. You get some fucking light bars and a lift kit, bro.
All right.
That's the life.
Okay, Ty is ready. Ty, are you ready for a web redemption?
Oh, is he ready for Celebrity Net Worth?
We'll get Ty on the line here. We will do Celebrity Net Worth.
This is a good running show.
Yeah, we've been running this for episodes.
3 segments. Oh, let me think of a good, a real doozy.
What's up, buddy?
Ty, are you ready for your shot at Celebrity Net Worth?
Sure. Yeah, I'll give her a go.
Okay, you need to get away from the stream because I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah. Well, it's a wicked echo, and I'm listening to myself on a loop, so I'm going up to the
fucking
room.
wicked echo, dude.
All right, Ty, let us know when you're in the soundproof room, when you're locked away, when you get in the soundproof room. We're going to have Greg come lock the door so you're sealed in. You're not going to have any internet access, so we know that you cannot cheat. And then we're going to play Celebrity Net Worth. We're going to have Mike Stang here pick 5 celebrities. You are going to go head-to-head here with the host of Address This Mess, Alex Mackenzie, and give your chance to win a $10 iTunes gift card.
Okay, that's pretty good, I guess.
All right, we will have our host, Michael Stang, pick a celebrity.
We're going to go big early. How much money does Will Smith have? Will Smith,
Oh, shit.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. His clean rap music. His poetic dramas. Still getting royalties.
I'm going to go with 315.
315 million. That's not out of the question.
Okay.
Absolutely not out of the question.
Ty's going with 315 million. I'm gonna have to go above and beyond. I'm gonna have to say 457
Holy
million
smokes!
dollars.
I don't think this guy has a film studio. I think like I'm not in the
game.
game. I'm the host. I'm
Will,
Pat Sajak.
What was your number, Ty?
He said 315.
315.
350.
Oh, it is.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Good work, Ty. It was what is this?
$220 million.
No.
What did you say, though?
No, that said, how much is his wife making?
What? Why would they go to his wife?
Jada Pinkett Smith net worth. How much is Will Smith's wife and mom of the infamous Jada Willow making? Okay, we have to click a more reliable link. Celebrity net worth. That's where we get a lot of our stuff from. 220 million. Ty, that's one up for Ty.
What did you say?
I said 470.
Oh, yeah, you were way over. Yeah.
You can't go over.
I thought it was worth a lot more.
Yeah, no, I thought he'd be worth more too.
You were still closest, so you get the W.
You were closest.
Perfect. What was that win?
What was he worth, or what was that worth?
You get one.
You're at one.
I got one. Well, what's the next one? Keep rolling with
Yeah.
this.
Oh yeah,
we
we're
got-
going.
I can beat AMAC all day.
We got a best of 5 here. If you win 3, if you win the best of 5, you've won yourself a $10 iTunes gift card.
Awesome. I'm sure I'll get that in the mail, right, AMAC?
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably come and deliver it by hand if you want, just so you know. Make it a little personal.
Perfect.
Maybe we'll give you a $10 gift certificate to On It, one of our greatest sponsors. Go to www.onit.com. All right,
Nice plug.
Stinger, next celebrity here.
We're gonna stay pretty big. I'm interested to know if it's higher or lower than this guy. One Mr. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. How much money?
I'm going 175.
175.
I'll go with 142.
Ooh, this is gonna be tight.
Tom Hanks.
175 to 142. Oh, dude, you gotta Google that stuff. Whoa.
I know, that can't be right?
Oh, that's his total box office gross in his career. I was like,
It's like billion.
are you kidding me? Does he own the world?
Does he own the world? All right, celebrity net worth.
350.
350 million.
Tom Hanks getting residuals.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Dude, we're going to have
insane.
to shut the podcast down if I lose one more. We're fucked.
He's up 2-0.
$10 is going to break the bank.
Dude, we're already...
It's gonna put us in the red.
We're going to have to get your fucking drink off that check. We got to cash that thing.
It's not even real.
All right.
Wow, up 2-0 early. How does that feel?
That feels great.
On top of the world. Okay.
Our
Number
next
3.
celebrity. What do we got?
I'm gonna go away from film. I'm gonna say how much money is David Beckham worth? David Beckham, former soccer player turned demigod, I think. Is he immortal? I think he might be immortal.
It's going to be a big number.
It's gonna be pretty solid. I think it might be bigger than any actor we've seen so far, but I can't be certain.
I'm going 1.5 billion.
Oh, with a B, son.
Oh. I'm going to have to go with 427 million.
Ooh, he's halving it.
Oh, man, he's got a...
This is gonna be tight because I bet you it's somewhere right in the middle of all that. Oh, he's got a net worth 350 million.
350 million.
Annual salary, $50 million.
Yeah.
He's broke, son. He's been blowing it.
The guy's got cologne and a clothing line and all sorts of crap.
Yeah, man.
He's got to have more money than that.
Well,
The
it's
fucking
2-1.
deking ability is weak.
You're still up 2-1.
All right, we're 2-1. Stinger, give us our fourth guy here.
How do you
at
know it's a
here,
guy?
though. This one here, Daily Mail, has his name is worth 1 billion, it says. But we have been getting all our information from celebritynetworth.com. So we're going to stick with them so that we remain consistent.
Sounds like the ticket. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to get someone on their phone here and give me some numbers.
Hey, no, you're in that you're in that soundproof room right there, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
We cut off the Wi-Fi just like your principal would have done. That guy who got in big shit, that one principal installed a cell phone jammer in the school. Got in a huge shit about it.
Jammed everybody up.
Yeah. All right. Bottle number 2 of my red wine. All right. Give us a celebrity.
Okay. Celebrity number 4. Not quite a celebrity, but a very rich woman. J.K. Rowling. Author of the Harry Potter series. J.K. Rowling. How much money is she worth?
J.K. Rowling. Didn't she write her first crap on like a napkin?
Yeah, and the rest of her crap she wrote on paper, and it's all crap.
And it got stretched into 7 movies. So that's serious royalty checks.
Did she write Goodwill, Alaska?
I'm going 500.
500 million. J.K. Rowling. Completely realistic.
J.K. Rowling, I'm going to say 800 million.
800 million. We have a clear line in the sand here. Oh! She's got $1 billion. Sweet Jesus.
$1 billion. That fucking whore. She's a writer. She's an author, novelist, and film producer.
Wow, started from the bottom.
Now she's queer. It started in the bedroom, now I'm queer.
And we have a 2-2 draw here,
We
folks.
are getting pushed to round 5, the final round. Ty, this is your chance to take this $10 iTunes gift card. If I win, you do not get the $10 iTunes gift card, and you get humiliated on the air in front of the millions of Address This Mess fans.
I'm pretty sure the people in the room downstairs are probably half the crowd, at least.
They're probably
That's
accounting.
defamation, sir. You got a lawsuit on your hands.
Everyone enjoys it though, Mac. It's a great time.
Good stuff. Well, keep up the good work over there. Now, that's the end of Celebrity Network.
In a 2-2 tie? I don't think so. This is for all the marbles, bro.
All right, Stinger, give us the fucking name. What do we got here?
This is going to be a little obscure because nobody really knows how much money he made. Jamie Foxx.
Ooh.
Did some goofy movies and then all of a sudden played Ray.
Oh, no.
Ray Charles in a biopic.
I will go first on this one. Ty, give you a chance to win.
Does he even have any money?
Jamie Foxx.
Motherfucker Jones.
108 million.
108 million. He's playing Motherfucker Jones?
No.
I'm going
Yeah, 108 million.
No.
and 7,999,000.
Oh, no.
Oh, he lowballs him.
He's totally...
Veteran move.
He's going to be worth like 45 million for fuck's sake.
Oh, he's going to have like $6.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, he's got 85
million.
It's still enough.
That's enough to give Ty Webber from Princeton, BC, the win over your host, Alex Mackenzie. Ty, check your mail because you will be receiving a iTunes gift card, a $10 iTunes gift card that has not been paid for.
Congratulations. Round of applause. Is there a round of applause you can pull up on YouTube?
That feels great.
Pull up a round of applause on YouTube there.
Hang on.
There's got to be a, just give us a full round of applause. Oh, who's Waka Flocka? Is that real?
Waka Flocka. Here we go. Ty Webber.
Interesting.
You have won. Congratulations. The studio crowd is happy for you.
The live stream.
Feels good.
Okay, check for your stuff in the mail. Thanks for calling in,
Congratulations.
Ty, and we will see you next time on Celebrity Network.
Have your pet spayed or neutered. Okay, folks, really, I mean seriously, let's just relax here.
All right, keep it down. We got stuff to do. Dude, I just fucking broke the budget. Next time it's you. I got to pick them. Fuck
That's
me,
tough.
right?
Yeah, you lost.
If we have anyone else who wants their chance,
You lost it for me,
at
Gunner.
Celebrity Net Worth,
You lost it for yourself.
You can take on
Let's
your
go shake
host,
their
Michael
hands.
Stang, and I will pick the celebrities.
We should do movie quotes next time.
Movie quotes. How
I don't know how we're gonna do that. I just got excited.
Like, you would need like a best of
We'll
four.
mention a
like,
movie,
I
and then
would-
you go most obscure quote you can get. No, then you just make shit up.
No. I would have to go. I would have to say a quote and have a list of 4 movies. Like, just do it like Who Wants to Be a
What's it
Millionaire
from?
style.
Right.
Which movie is this from?
Multiple choice, just like high school.
Yeah, man. That's how I read all my tests. Multiple choice. If you ain't got a multiple choice, you got no chance.
That's how you select the best. Dude, I watched this movie. It's called Predestination.
Yeah.
getting some good reviews. Ethan Hawke and some other folks are in it. The storyline threw me for a goddamn loop. Once you piece this movie together, the narrative
What's it called?
Predestination
By Ethan Hawke.
No, Ethan Hawke's just the male lead in it.
Okay.
So he's who you recognize.
Yeah.
And then once you piece together what happened, the thing that you have to tell yourself sounds absolutely unbelievable. It doesn't make any sense at all. Because it involves a bit of time travel and a bit of...
Mike, you know this is a movie, right?
Yeah.
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 Right.
But it's crazy to just like, you watch the movie and you're like, really? That's what they were trying to tell me? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I won't spoil it. But if you just watch it, I could see a lot of people getting offended by it. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people going, holy shit. Like, is that really
Like
what I got from that? Like, because you think you're onto it.
Right.
And then they throw in another thing and you're like, holy fuck. Like, are you really going to bring this? And then it does come full circle.
Yeah.
And you're just left there like, I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah.
Because you just never even pictured it in your head before.
Yeah.
It's super weird. I'm going to ruin it for everybody.
I just have to tell it.
Well, it's not even, it's so elaborate that I can't sit here and explain it to you.
Yeah.
But the gist of it is that Ethan...
Here we go. Spoiler alert, everybody. We legally have to say this.
Well, no,
Mike
it's like a
talks about
snake
movies.
eating its own tail. Like, it's, without even ruining it, the guy has to go back in time to have himself born, to become the woman that has the baby that ends up being him, and then he becomes the man that inseminates the woman. It's fucking insane. It's something like that. It's not something that I'm just saying. It's something that crazy.
That was it. That's what he did.
No, it doesn't make any sense until you have
Right.
to sit down and go, holy shit.
Yeah.
They just explained that to me.
Yeah.
It takes a whole movie, a whole hour and a half to actually explain that thread
Just
of
to get it
thought.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I understand this. It's crazy. But
Well, it
I
all
thought
makes
at the end of the
sense now,
movie, like,
doesn't it?
you get excited about those movies. You want movies that make you walk away and think.
Yeah. Like
So I think it's a good movie. It's just so unique, I guess, in what they're trying to explain to you that you'd never thought about it before. Are they talking about how this devolves into whiskey talk?
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably our time. We're hour 16.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless you got something interesting. What do you got?
Tons of stuff that's interesting.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Let me go through the old
Absolutely. Come over here.
the old ticker box here.
All right. Well,
You gonna get back on stage anytime soon?
Yeah, man.
For your fans listening?
Yeah, I really fucked up. Like I haven't got. I really should be taking advantage of the Vancouver thing. I've been too focused on school and the gym. Been wasting a lot of energy there. I come to a show New Year's Eve.
Are you doing that show?
I think so.
Everybody needs to get back to town and promote all the shows.
I'll be back. I'll be promoting.
We need people out, bro.
Yeah, man. I miss it a lot.
You're like Jackie Moon. You're the best promoter.
Where'd you get those nachos? You bring those from home? Damn, I'm trying to run a business here.
You can't call that.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I want to, I'm a little nervous to get back on stage. The time off, like just being away that long. But I definitely miss it. Like just even.
We got an open mic at Coach's now.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. I went up there.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was the ultimate challenge. It
Just
was a
try
dead
to win
room
over a room.
of people who don't even want to hear you.
Yeah.
And you're up there and you're sitting there wondering. It's like, I don't see myself recording comedy CDs and making specials. Not at this point in my life. I'm just trying this out.
Right.
To see what it's all about. And also because I want my give a shit level to be
Right.
through the ground.
Yeah.
I want to be able to not be judged by anybody. Because
Yeah.
I've recently come up with the fact, like, how I never knew what drove me to do things that are like against the grain, because I think that's cool for some reason.
Yeah.
But
like
it's
the
just,
hipster.
yeah, it's that hipster thing. But with me, I've found that if the only inhibition keeping me from doing it is what other people will think about you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when I wear bright white skates when I play hockey.
Yeah.
If the only thing keeping you from doing that is what other people will say, I gravitate towards that thing. And I can't help
but
that.
you want people to say something so
I
you
do.
can fucking fire back.
Sort of. Sometimes I don't have anything to say about white skates. Like there's certain things I only do because I actually gravitate towards that thing because I know the only thing keeping anyone from doing that is being worried about what other people think. And that's what I'm trying to get away from. Right, so that's why I'm up here doing stand-up and I'm in this fucking room where nobody wants to listen. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm only going to do like 5-7 minutes. Like I'm not doing a show up here. Right. So because it's just a workout room. You're just doing stuff.
Yeah, just firing stuff up.
But you're sitting there and you're talking to basically the fucking 4 comics that are there with you.
Yeah.
But the heart, like what a weird place to work out stuff. Like you're not going to get any feedback. Yeah, it's just about your working delivery. Yeah. But you're working delivery in one of the toughest situations there is. What keeps everybody from going up there and talking is exactly what you're experiencing right now. Yeah. Fucking apathy towards you from everybody. Nobody gives a shit.
Well, that was like the first time we did comedy at Alfredo's and fucking you got a bunch of people playing pool and shit. And Brian comes up and is like, hey, fuck, we're shutting the pool table down. Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck?
Because you're going to hear us talk.
Yeah. And he's like, no. Like, we came to the fucking bar to play pool. You're like, no, the pool table's done. Now it's like, great. Now we've got 3 guys standing there fucking rattled that they can't play pool.
Half the crowd's disgruntled.
I'm about to go up there.
And talk shit, yeah.
And I got to go up there and do comedy.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to make you laugh.
Like, oh, for fuck's sakes. And you know these guys are just waiting for any slip to just fucking jump in there and hammer on you.
It's where you want to be.
A fucking goddamn magic show when 2 dudes jump in your closet ready to take him your fucking
It's that
wife.
legitimate thing about getting out of your comfort zone. Can you hang? Can you hang outside there and start to become someone who doesn't run away from that shit, who doesn't care, who won't succumb to someone's judgment or what they might think or what their feelings are about what you're doing. Yeah. You think I'm not funny? That's fine.
I've had 2 tables walk out while I've been on stage now. The second one I didn't even notice. Like it was like they left.
You walked out on them.
Yeah. Well, they fucking.
I'll show you.
I don't know what the fuck. They were sitting like right front row and they just got up and left.
Where at?
Nancy House.
Okay.
But I think they weren't into it from the beginning.
They were probably just having dinner and didn't even know it was a show.
But at the Legion was the fucking worst. Yeah. I wasn't gonna do my cancer bit because I
looked
around,
clean, man.
And no swear words, no fucking.
Good luck.
All clean work, and the Legion. Everyone, like the average age in there was fucking dead, and they come up and they're like, they didn't tell us we had to work clean until right before I went on, and they pulled me up first, and they're like, do your cancer bit, and I'm like, I'm not fucking talking about cancer. In front of
half of these people have it.
Half of these people either have it or fucking know people have died from it. Like Greg just died last week of cancer. And I'm about to do a bit on cancer in front of these fucks. No one's going to laugh.
Or they're a widow because fucking cancer affected their life.
There's a crib tournament going on in the corner. I say the word fucking cancer.
That's not a lie either.
No, that's a full.
That's the craziest thing.
The crib tournament is fucking canceled when they hear cancer.
You are dueling with a crib tournament.
They look at me. One guy stands up, goes, I don't want to hear about cancer. I'm going to have a smoke. And fucking leaves. What is the irony in that? The guy's so fucking mad. He's like, I don't want to hear a cancer joke. Takes off, goes as a dart. You're like, oh, for fuck's sakes. And that was the second table that walked out on me. I finished the bit. I got out of there. I really want to do the thing where you just drop the mic and walk off stage.
Like when we opened for Graham Clark, he went on after a fucking, what was it, a pie auction?
Yeah. Remember he fucking came up.
And he went up and did fucking 5 minutes on it.
He comes up to us. He's like, hey, boys, how's it feel to open for a pie auction?
It was insane. He went up and he's like, I'm not just going to let this stifle me. I'm going to elaborate on it. And some of his jokes were hilarious because that plate of fudge went for like $600. Yeah. He's like, that fudge.
No pie.
That fudge could be my roommate.
He's like, pie.
Like, you guys know what pie is, right?
Pie is, right? Yeah, dude.
But the more I look into that guy, he was like, he was noticeably a killer on stage. Yeah. He was very comfortable. And then following him on social media and stuff, he's a really pretty revered guy.
Yeah, man.
When it comes to talking about comedy and writing jokes and shit.
Yeah.
He's on the Debaters. He does JFL show, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
liked when the fucking microphone died on him. He looks like fucking, it's like, microphone daddy puts it out. He's like, you all can hear me. Hey, everyone can hear me. He's like,
he
all right, we'll
goes
go
to
to a
town.
microphone. He's like, fuck it, I've done weirder. It's like, look at this. Because they had that elk mounted on the wall in the
Yeah.
back of him. It's like, I got fucking Sir Edward the elk back here fucking watching me.
Because they named it.
Because they named it. Oh, fuck.
No, he was noticeably talented. That Jerry D's coming here. I got tickets. You're gonna go see that clever son of a bitch. He was so funny when he did stuff for like The Score and those little bit, like he even does commercials still. But then he got his own show on CBC. Yeah, and that's kind of like the thing for, like when you see a comic get real big, he'll get a show like that. Sometimes they fall right through the cracks and the pilot doesn't even get out of the gate. But they'll give a good enough stand-up. They'll just give him a whole show. And he got a show on CBC called Mr. D. And it's just, because apparently he was a school teacher before he just started doing comedy. Or while he was doing comedy.
Yeah.
And then pursued one, not the other. And he has bits on, like, being stoned in kindergarten.
Yeah.
It's one of his best bits because it's like, he's like, that's the only time you can get away with it. He's like, everybody took 15 minutes to get out of their snowsuit.
Everyone took 50.
No, I need a fucking nap. Like all that. So that was like the way he got, like, those were the just for laugh sets that I saw. Which was probably like his best stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see him come through now that he's got a bit of cash and he's not out there slugging it out. He's doing this because he wants to do it.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see his material.
Right. Yeah, man.
See if it wavers or if it thrives.
I'm super excited to get back on the comedy scene, and
It's so abstract. Nobody believes what you're doing.
yeah.
It's just that thing.
Well,
For me, again, it's so
where
against the grain.
It's where we live, though. Like, you go down,
Right.
the further
For
south
sure.
you head, the more natural any kind of entertainment seems.
But it's just like the racism, too. We don't experience it over here. The further south you go, it just fucking, it
Head
rubs
down
with
to the
people.
deep south.
And they're like, yeah, no, that's the fucking way that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just being so fun. Like, just to get your start out of some small town like this. You're like, I don't know.
I'm so rattled about trades, like in industry. Like, when you come here, like everyone just thinks that trades are the only way to make money. And it's like trades are what you have to do. That's how you make money. And that's how you do it. You fucking go to trade school and you do trades. Let's type in a fucking tradesman's name and find his net worth. It's going to be fucking probably 200 grand. Like,
Webber.
Tyrell Webber's net worth is...
He's into his overdraft.
No, it's Friday, isn't it? Or Saturday?
Why don't you go ahead and check that on a Wednesday, huh, son?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, and it's like, but it's so crazy because up here, that's all it takes. Like, and I see where people talk about, like, you know, you go to school because people leave you alone. You say you're going to school, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're doing so good. You're doing good. Just keep doing that. Yeah, like.
That's what you want to do, right?
And like, that's what I get with trades. Like, I'm on my second trade now, and people are just like, oh wow, you're doing so good for yourself. Let alone I'm still like, fuck me. Like, I'm still fucking just struggling to get by here.
Like to make a trade.
Yeah, I'd like to make a trade. I'll trade you 2 trades for one fucking get me the hell out of here.
Well, we're at that age now where everyone who got to it after high school are now moving on with their career.
That is
And
where
we're like,
I was going with happiness.
Shit, they had it. They had the right idea there. They're going to do something now.
Yeah.
And now if I want to do that, I have to take just as long as they did.
Right.
And I'm going to be 30 by then. I'm way 30. What am I going to do then? Fuck, I'll be so old.
You always think you're too old.
You're always running out of time. I got that way ever since playing hockey. Once like 14 was the age for you to fucking become a hockey player or not.
When I didn't get drafted,
You were like, oh, it's over. I'm doing like, no, this guy's so good and he's fucking 13. Like when you hear about Dave Chappelle, you're like, oh, he's been doing stand-up at clubs since he was 15, dude. He wasn't even allowed in there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I guess I should just stop then.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody better than fucking, you have to be good at 16 now.
That's the thing. It seems like the age thing really fucked me. It's like when you didn't get drafted in the Bantam draft.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, there's 300 kids who just got drafted better than me. I'm fucked. Mail it in.
It's
You're like,
over.
I'm fucking going to get a job at McDonald's.
Even though I don't even have a fucking hair growing off my balls yet. I haven't
Yeah.
even fucking pumped testosterone through a single one of my glands.
My testosterone pumpers.
Yeah, my old glands. They're all glands. Yeah, so you always think like, oh, well, stand up. You got to get started by like we're at the late end of getting started. It seems like anyone you hear is like, oh, we started at 25, 26. And they got into it.
Yeah.
But I think it's all opportunity. I really do. Like
Yeah.
all the guys I saw in Vegas that were horse shit, the people that come through here and just crush a room.
Yeah.
You're like, no, they just need to be there and put their name on the list, and then they get to go crush these rooms. Like I was telling you about that thing I watched on Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
That made me want to be listening to those guys sit in a room and tear each other up about their old. And Rich Voss brings in an old tape of his, and it's in like '89, probably even like maybe a little later, like '91. He's got a horseshit act. They're just crushing this guy in the room.
Yeah.
And his intro before he goes on stage, this man was just in Las Vegas headlining Bally's, a major hotel on the Strip.
Yeah.
Probably $5,000 gig. And his act is horseshit.
Dude, did you hear about
He just had to get there. You just had to have the right manager that books the right room that gets you those gigs. And you get to be the guy that goes there to tell jokes.
They say that Leno has never spent any of his money.
His
from the
Tonight Show money, yeah.
It was all from comedy.
I don't know.
I don't agree with that either.
Well, the thing that would be the
that-
catch-22 is that he would
He
be getting
invested.
paid. No, he'd be getting paid way more to do stand-up because he was famous from the Tonight Show. So he'd be doing stand-up now, getting money because he is Jay
But
Leno
does he
from the
still do
Tonight
that, though?
Show. Well, I don't know now. He's probably got God money.
Yeah, I know. But do you think
He'll be
that's
next
what
on
it's-
Celebrity Network.
I could see if he took his comedy money and then invested with it and made more money, and it's like, yeah, I haven't even touched
That's
my
possible,
Tonight Show
yeah.
money. But you turned your comedy money into
Tonight Show money is serious fucking money, dude.
Yeah, no, man, huge money, man.
I would venture to. I guess he's probably only worth what fucking. Think he's worth more than like Tom Hanks and everybody's worth. Think he just gets up to like the 600 million mark. He did the Tonight Show for a long fucking time, man.
1 second.
Busy, multitasking,
Ha ha, lol. See, that's why I do it behind the screen. No one can see it. I'm not
lots of
fucking-
work.
I'm doing crowd work. It's called crowd work.
Well, that's why I'm worried about that generation of kids that are coming. Because do you think they'll be way better at it? Because we
Well,
never had it and then had to get used to
multitasking.
it, and
Yeah,
they'll just be born with it, and then
Well,
that's.
you look at typing. Like, I've never taken type. Like, I'm not a typer. I'm not a typer. I'm not.
Remember how you got good at typing though?
I'm really good at typing now.
No. Remember how you got good at it though?
By typing,
It's born out of necessity.
I
Why?
had to learn to
Because
type.
of MSN Messenger.
so I could hit on bitches.
MSN Messenger. There was a necessity
I
for
love
it,
to wheel
and it
bitches.
became a skill that you deemed necessary. So
Yeah.
you got good at it.
You got
That's all it was.
Yeah.
You could type faster on MSN.
And
I think girls are better at all that stuff.
You have to learn how to use the emojis in the right situations. If you're not emojiing at the right time, you're fucked. I like Bueller's bit on emojis. Fucking. If I talk to a woman the way I talk in text, I would look like a fucking weirdo. Just fucking, hey, how's it going? Fucking, what are you up to? Bing! Just fucking smiling all the time. Fucking winky face. Look at
It was
hey, what are you
theatrical, eh?
doing? Oh yeah, man.
That's what
Just
you'll notice on
crushed
Burr's new
it.
special too. Yeah, like if you're thinking about like your act and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
his, and you're like the disparity between the two is insane. But you're like, I don't even do any of that. I don't flail my body on stage. I sit there nervously hugging the mic stand. Like it takes so
Yeah,
long
but
to be
you-
that free.
You do it approach different than I do. I like you.
I think everybody on stage is different that we've seen here.
Yeah, everyone is for sure. I don't do the two hands on it. I think two hands on the mic shows the nervous thing.
I went to that
I'm
once.
Always,
And it felt
I
wrong.
always feel like you're
It felt wrong. If it was still in the mic stand, I think it's even different.
right.
But when you're grinding it like a fucking pepper shaker, sitting there telling your jokes, no, I think that does show a bit of nerves. Oh, unless your comedy is tailored to
Right, like
nervousness.
Lockin always has
Right.
two hands on her.
And his
But
comedy
that's a shit.
he will jump a little bit around and he'll say things in a, I guess like a Galifianakis kind of way, where it's not supposed to ring with you in
Yeah.
an instant second. You're supposed to just sit there and think about how he didn't say that the way, like he's not like, and then this.
Yeah.
He's just like, and he floats it out there. And
Yeah.
then he lets you internalize it and then laugh at it.
I heard that say, like talk some comics. They say like always doing the like like getting like their
Yeah.
voice almost rises every
Yeah,
punchline. They
I don't
say-
like that when you like
Yeah, they
the
say it's not good.
Foxworthy
They say
thing you
it's not
talked
good.
about.
Yeah, the
where
diddly
you go the
diddly
diddly
boom.
diddly boom. It's like that was Foxworthy. And
Yeah.
you can make evidently you can make fucking $1 billion off it, but it's not for everybody. You shouldn't be up there trying to emulate diddly 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 boom.
Yeah.
It's like some guys have
diddly
hearts.
boom, diddly boom, diddly boom.
I
Diddly,
relate
diddly
to
boom, diddly diddly boom, diddly diddly.
when I listen to Carlin talk about his work,
Yeah.
because he was talking about doing Tonight Show sets. How it used to be the only thing to do, right? It was like, you're gonna get a Tonight Show set with Johnny,
Yeah.
and you're gonna do 5 minutes. And he said he couldn't do it because he only did these fucking chunks.
Yeah.
He just had these big speeches and things that he would go on, and they had punchlines riddled in there. But I couldn't take certain things out just to tailor to your time limit.
Right.
So he said he couldn't do it. He's like, I can't change it on the fly. I can come back next week and try and shorten it up. But it was a whole piece of work. It was a whole body where he didn't just have 30-second one-liners.
Yeah.
That he could fucking tailor in and like MC a gig with him, and then, do a Tonight Show set that's just a tight 5 minutes of your best punchlines, not even your best jokes, because your best joke takes 5 minutes, but your 3 best punchlines, you try to weasel them down to 5 minutes and just get to them and say them to people. He's like, that wasn't for me. So he struggled the long way around. His comedy had to float up before he ever got any.
Well, Foxworthy was talking about doing that, doing those shows. He's before he ever did the, who was it who used to give, it was either a thumbs up or thumbs down after you did their show. It was a late night talk show. I feel like saying Johnny Carson, but that's way too new.
Was it, who's saying it? Foxworthy? Because I don't think he ever would have done fucking
it was when
Arsenio Hall.
It was when he was no.
Something like that.
It was when he was first giving out. Who was it? Rogan, all of them talk about it. Either you got the nod,
oh, you're
it was
talking
a nod
about
of approval. It was a nod.
Catch a Rising Star?
Maybe.
Because they all shit all over that.
I don't know. No, because they're talking about it was the big thing. This back then, if you got the nod.
Oh, that's Johnny Carson. That's not a thumbs up, thumbs down thing.
Oh,
That's a nod from Johnny.
Yeah, was that it? Johnny Carson
Yeah,
songs, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know.
That was a nod that he gave you.
Yes.
Because when I watched the bio on Johnny Carson.
My fingernails on that. Look at that. That's like my fucking skate blade. Fuck me. All right.
I watched the bio on Johnny Carson. It was Ray Romano, Drew Carey.
Yeah,
Drew Carey actually cries about it.
Yeah.
Because Johnny had since passed.
Getting the nod?
And died. And he's like, this was it. It was everything. And he gave you the nod. And then they showed the interview, when Drew Carey did his 5 minutes and then went over to sit with Johnny. And he's just nervous as fuck. He's fidgeting. He's just this old, he's a nerd. Yeah. He's just this young kid. He's got these big, thick glasses on like bubbles. He looks like just a goof. And he's over there, and it's just, this is his whole life. This was everything he wanted to happen tonight is happening.
Yeah.
Because Johnny just had that power to just nod at you and make your career.
He
made your
get
career.
The nod and you're through.
He did it to Jerry. He did it to Ray Romano. He did it to...
Fox.
The one guy who got it, I heard a big story about Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
Who came out of Boston. He was the first Boston comic to go do it. Yeah. And he got the nod. And it was he just went over there because he was just that guy who did that Mitch Hedberg stuff before Mitch Hedberg did that just 30 seconds of.
Yeah.
I used to work next to a fire hydrant factory. Couldn't park anywhere near the place. And then he would move on.
Fucking. But yeah, Fox.
Where you were only thinking about how his mind works.
When he went on there, he said they told him, you have 5 minutes. We don't want you doing 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
He would have never done Carson, though. He would have done Late Night with probably Leno. Because Leno came in
But it wasn't
80s.
Leno. Maybe it wasn't Foxworthy talking, though.
It might not have been Foxworthy talking.
But they were saying, you don't get 4 minutes, 30 seconds. You don't get 5 minutes, 30 seconds. We want you doing 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. He's like, you don't do any less, don't do any more. And he's talking about how,
yeah, that's where Carlin had the problem.
He's trying to chop up his bit to try to figure out. And he said, he's like, okay, mid-stage, he's telling a joke. But while he's telling the joke, he's trying to figure out what he's going to cut out and add in. And he's doing math in his head, trying to figure out where that's going to put him for time because he doesn't want to go over.
Right.
And he's you're all...
It's too much to think about when you're trying to be funny.
You're delivering a joke, but you're trying to do fucking math in the back of your head while you're delivering it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
Certainly be difficult.
Yeah.
But it used to be the only avenue.
Yeah.
You had to do a 5 minute clean set.
Yeah, a lot of guys say they won't even do 5 minutes anymore because it's not long.
A lot of guys say they don't have 5 minutes.
Yeah,
they don't have a single thing that's 5 minutes.
I don't think Jim Jeffers could do 5 minutes because he's a storyteller.
No, it would be one story.
It's a storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking
That's why people used to.
Jim cracks me up, man. I fucking think Jim would be the cool. Like if I could hang out with any comic, I think it would be Jim.
I think it would be unreal to hang out with that dude for
He's
sure.
fucking
Especially since he's
hilarious.
swimming in the money these days.
Well,
But-
he's just so funny, man. He's
I just always wonder about that accent. Anytime I hear a comic with an English accent or a fucking Australian accent, it works. And you're like, how much is that
right.
giving him?
Like how much is the accent playing into effect?
Yeah, but then you're like, well, this guy's big in Australia, and they have the same accent. They all have the same accent as him. It's just his comedy, his jokes.
Yeah.
But he does tell some pretty graphic stories and stuff like that. Like,
Well, he's like,
a lot of comics get real honest, and that's their act. Is that they're sharing with you something that you think is taboo, but they're like Louis the best at it. I think taking someone to a dark place and being like, don't worry, you're not going there. I'm taking you there with me.
Yeah.
And when we get there, I'll make you laugh. And don't worry, it's okay to laugh here because I brought you here. It's all on me.
Yeah.
You just have to laugh. Don't worry, I'll make it funny.
Yeah.
He seems very confident in all that.
I think I don't like Louis in the sense almost like the hipster thing where it's like everyone says Louis the best.
Right.
So I don't want to like him. But I feel like he comes across as arrogant to me. And because he's accused multiple people now of stealing his bits.
Which is all true, though. Actually, I don't know about multiple people. Has everybody... Who else has he come after? I guess
I knew I shouldn't have said that because I can't think of it now. But that was my whole point. I've thought about
I
this.
only heard of Dane and Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
The two major ones.
Yeah, but okay, Dennis Leary, he stole a fucking asshole from me. You wrote that song? Go fuck yourself.
Well, he didn't write the song, but he wrote a bit that
Okay.
Leary explicitly said, hey, that's really funny, and then went up and started doing asshole stuff.
Yeah, but that's like saying I wrote the first joke about fucking your mother, and now you're talking about fucking my mother, and that's my bit. Like, go fuck yourself.
Well, he was only, like, Louis the one guy that never
This is
got...
not going to work out. If my comedy career takes off and Louis hears this podcast and he's beefing him.
No, but
I'm
Louis
gonna
the one
he's
comic who
gonna
never
drop
got
me to the
vindictive
ground.
about it. Like, when you look Rogan Mencia, Rogan got in his face and put a whole bunch of stuff online. Like, no, we're not going to... Like, he really took a stance against this guy. Louis never actually given that much of a shit other than just saying it out loud. Hey, this guy stole my stuff, and I think that's true.
No, but I feel that's the way he's taking it. He's going like, oh, hey, no, go ahead, use my stuff, but just so everyone knows that was me first. It's like taking like that fucking bitchy girl. Like,
But is it true or is it not true?
No, I'm not.
It's one or the other.
Yes, but the thing is, it's really easy to say you stole my shit.
But other comics have come out and substantialized his claims. It's not
Okay,
like
who?
just one comic came out and said,
Who came out and said it?
well, I don't know who, but there was
Okay, so now you're making claims that you don't know about.
No. I'm saying there was a group of comics. Like, it doesn't just happen. If
So
one
there's a group
comic accuses another comic,
Right.
it doesn't gain a sway either way until other comics say, yeah, that's right. And everybody can agree that Dane stole Louis' stuff. Everybody knew it. They just knew it. But then Louis went and squashed it on his show. He did an episode with Dane. And he says, I don't think you stole those jokes. I think you heard those jokes.
But see, that
and you
to
just
me
went
is
up there
just
and
the
did them.
guy who's like, okay, go ahead, do it, but just so everyone knows, it was me first. Like,
Well, what's wrong with that?
that's the guy.
What if somebody stole your shit? How would you react? I guess is the question.
Okay, well now you're now trying to do a little flippy floppy on me, and I will challenge you to Indian leg wrestle, best 2 out of 3. And
Dude, I'm doing a bit. I'm not even doing it because it hurts my soul.
all right, where'd you hear it?
I stole it from a tweet.
Yeah.
And it's been crushing. And I can't fucking do it. I can't do it because it hurts my soul.
Because you stole it from.
Like, I didn't steal the joke. I stole, like, the kind of just the premise.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, like, the tweet wasn't the way my joke goes.
Yeah.
But just that one crux of the whole moment is what was in this tweet. And it's just confusing braces. Like, I talk about 15-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And I call them on their cell phones. I'm like, oh, when I had to talk to girls, I had to call them on a landline. And now 15-year-old girls have cell phones
Yeah.
that I can call. I'm like, what's up, girl? When you getting them braces off? And then she goes, oh, I need them to walk. And it's funny, but you know in your heart of hearts that the actual thing that's making people laugh, you took. Even though you remodeled it, you're like, you didn't, it wasn't organic, and it just hurts. So I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And then fucking I went up the other night, and they're like, oh, you didn't do your braces joke. It's like, it's not mine. It is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got.
because that's what you're saying is like, because that's what Dane says in the show. Louis like, I don't think you stole those jokes. I think you heard that joke, and then you just went up and it subconsciously slips into your shit.
Yeah, I know.
But then
I'm
Dane
against
goes
those.
like, "Are you kidding me? Like you're the only guy in America that ever got an itchy asshole." Because one of the jokes was having an itchy asshole.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things. It's like,
Yeah, it's hard.
maybe it was organic, maybe it wasn't, but you just, I don't know. If
Maybe
you're that good of a comedian.
Maybe I'm biased because I really do like Dane Cook. And everyone shits on Dane. Nobody seems to like Dane.
He is the Nickelback of comedy.
So I really do like him. But maybe that's why I feel the way I do.
Well, nobody
But
wants
even
to believe.
watching I Am Comic, and you watch the way Louis talks, and he talks, I feel like he's pretending to be that guy who just like doesn't give a shit, like the guy who's just like, oh, like I'm super cool about it, and
About people stealing?
well, just about everything, like
Or just doing whatever it is he does.
I'm really unprepared for this.
Like when he says, "Oh, I don't have any jokes and I have dates next month."
No, yeah, I remember that.
That kind of
That's
thing.
the one thing I remember.
Where
but
he's like, "Oh, I just go up and do it."
yeah, but no, he talks about it. Yeah. Oh, Ty wants to do the movie quote thing. Ty will do the movie. He says
We still got to work out the logistics.
Yeah,
of that
he
whole
says
thing.
he says when we figure it out, he wants to be the first.
Oh, okay.
We'll have Ty Webber on to do movie quotes when we've got.
What is he, a fucking Make-A-Wish kid? How does he get all these breaks?
Hey, we're all gonna die. Yeah, but not this week. Yeah, he says something in that fucking thing that something I don't agree with. You know, I don't know.
Probably.
I'm getting drunk. But what
The grape juice over there.
the fucking the wine with the stuff. But no, he says something, and it's like, it's not that because that's the one quote I do remember was that. But he talks about pros, and I guess like he is one of the biggest pros in one, so I guess he can say it like that. But it's the same way that
I think in most people's minds, he's as big as
is
the
it
guy.
Dungy? Chad Reed. The same way Chad Reed. So Chad Reed's a motocross racer, and they bring him up at the end of Moto 4. It's just a motocross. One of the videos like Slednex. Ever heard of Slednex?
Right.
So Moto 4. It's one of the motocross videos. Chad Reed at the end of it comes up and he goes, there's very few humans out there that can actually get the full potential out of these bikes like we do. He's like, there's very few people that can actually do what we do and use these bikes and push them to their potential.
Is Chad Reed a douchebag?
He's a really good motocross racer.
Or is he respected?
He's a really good motocross racer. People love him. CR22, Chad Reed. But when I heard him say that and hear him talking about it, he's like, it's like, Chad, you're good, but you're not the guy.
He's trying to be elitist.
Yeah, like he's really good. Like he's, like I would compare him. Like if you're looking at hockey, he would be, I don't know. Like not. He's not like your Crosby. Your
Is he
Ovechkin,
Pat
like
Kane?
No.
Or is he even Marian Hossa?
No, he's above Hossa.
He's above Hossa.
Yeah.
So is he
I'd say like top 5.
top 5 of the race? So he's like fucking Ovi.
No, because no.
Is he top
Motocross
10?
is a smaller pool.
Oh.
I would say. But there's, like.
So he's Tyler Sagan right now. No, it's like a young up and comer though. It hurts.
No, yeah, it's not.
Can't be
it's
that
not.
guy.
He's like.
He's a fucking wannabe.
Yeah, no, he's really good. He's been a guy he's made a career of it. Like, and
But is it undisputed that he's not the guy?
Yeah, no.
Because with Louis,
no,
it's like that. No one knows what the definitive 1, 2, 3 is at any point in
Oh
time.
my god, I got a picture of nutsack.
Nice. Who says that? It's Webber's.
Don't even have to tell him. Do you think that's live? Do you think that was a live picture? Does that look like a live nutsack?
That looks like a fucking biscuit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Webber, you might want to see a doctor, bro. That left one's hanging.
Why do you have 3? Three nutsack. Should I just pull up here? Hey everybody, check it out. Fucking get us kicked off YouTube, Ty. Thanks a lot, you fuck. Yeah, but it really bugged
Oh
me
no,
when-
it's just in comedy. There's no definitive you can't even have a number 1 for
Well, it's
you know how a guy in motocross wins the big race.
Point. Yes,
he wins the big race. So until he loses the next one, at least he's the guy for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
There's really no guy in comedy for any point in time.
Yeah.
It's a pure opinion piece. So it's super tough to draw that analogy. But I get what you mean, where it's like
I guess it's just that guy.
For anybody to think they're the guy when they're not undisputedly the guy,
Yeah.
then it's like, wait, you're not the guy because we have no way to prove you're the guy.
Yeah.
So don't act like the guy.
It's really weird because like I do love the cockiness. Like everyone hates Russians and Ovi and them in hockey, but that's what I love. I love I guess I say passion. Like I.
Well, no, it's a hipster side to you. It's just your style of it. Where it's like the only reason they hate Russians is because of the preconceptions they have. Oh, they're all soft. Oh, they're all fucking bunch of baby. Oh, they don't train right. Oh, they don't know hockey. This is Canada's game.
Yeah.
And then you see them come over and do what Ovi's done in his career. And you're like, no. This guy's against the grain. And look, he's everything you think he's not.
Yeah.
So you latch onto that because they have the misconception
Right.
and you know that you're on what you feel is the right side of it.
But at the same time, when I hear a guy like Chad Reed come out and say like, "Oh, there's only very few guys that can push these motorcycles the way that we do," and it's like,
Is that even true?
what do you mean?
Is it true? Like, is there like there's like the top 10, like a certain kind of thing to get into in motocross, or is there like a top 25? Or like
I honestly don't follow motocross tight enough to know, but I do think, like you look and it is really hard. Like I own every machine that you can ride for pleasure. And my dirt bike is the scariest. Like that's one machine, like all my other shit I have. It's like make it faster, quicker, stronger, like faster.
But can a dark horse just win some freestyle competition?
A freestyle for sure. Freestyle is it's a judge sport.
Right.
But a race clearly is going to show who's faster on that dirt
So
bike.
that's what this guy does.
Yes, racing.
Okay.
It's motocross, like racing.
They're just straight up
Yeah, they're
supercross.
just racing that. But when I like my dirt bike, it's like I don't need that thing faster. Like you get on it and it fucking pulls you, and you're like, "Hey, this is good enough. Like I don't need to put any money to make this thing go quicker."
Do you think he's insinuating like I know how to work it in corners? I know how to work it over tabletops.
That's what he's saying.
It's not like I know how to pull the throttle further.
No, that's what he's saying.
Right.
He's saying I can push this machine to the limit.
But he's not pushing it to. He's not redlining it. He's getting the best time out of it. That's what he means.
But well, no, like redlining. Yeah, like he's like I am doing everything this machine can do. Like I am outworking the machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this machine is like you're like there's a lot more this machine could do. Like that's what it says when pushing it to its potential. Is my mic fucking up?
No,
Does it not sound echoey?
no, you're just
I'm just
weaving
fucking
in.
moving
Yeah,
in and
you're
out
doing
like
that
this?
thing.
Okay. All right, it's my drunken wobble, folks. No, he's talking about like the potential of the bike. Like when he's riding it, and those elitists, they are outworking the bike. They're pushing the bike as far as it'll go. Is where when I ride it, that bike is capable of a lot more, and it'll only do what I can do.
Because of the time you're getting out of it, or because of how much you can crank the engine more?
No, it's hard for
Like you can get around the track faster, or the bike's back wheel can spin faster.
No, I could like both. Like I could probably be cranking on it harder, but it's not as simple. It's like it's really hard to explain to people who haven't like when you ride machines, because when I first got into it, I was thinking like people like, "Oh yeah, it's so hard, it's so extreme." You're like, "You got to fucking turn a throttle and go." Like that's all you do. Like what are you worried about? And then people will be like, "Yeah, well, it's hockey. You got to put a puck in the net."
Right.
And you're like, "Well, it's way harder than that."
Or you
man.
got to
Because
stand up on steel.
you're like it's way harder to just put a puck in the net, and they're like and you're like, well, it's way, it's really hard to explain because it's that thing where when you try to break it down, like trying to see something from the other side, like you could if you
The only thing that matters in the sport though is getting around the track the fastest.
and the only thing that matters in hockey is putting the puck in the net
Right.
with the other team.
So what you're doing is,
But the issue that I always have with sports in those games
it's about understanding every aspect of it. So it's about understanding how to go wide on a corner. It's about understanding how to go through that ridge section while getting just a little extra RPM
right.
of traction to get you that millisecond further on the track than you would have been beforehand if you'd not revved just on that little dip.
Right. It's just like playing a racing game. Like
It's
you play
micro-
a racing game
yeah.
on your PlayStation.
Micromanaging
and
the whole fucking...
like how focused you have to be when you're playing a racing game, and when you just get dialed right in.
And where you know where you fuck up, where you know where you lost a half second,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
almost the thing. There's like perfection,
Yeah.
and then it's how close do you get from that? How many mistakes do you make? You made a little mistake on that tabletop, or
Yeah.
you made a little mistake through that fucking bump section,
Yeah.
or you took that corner way too wide.
Well, you'll watch.
You'd be a
and
half second in front of yourself right
they'll
now.
set up doubles and triples, and they'll set up sections where you have multiple ways you can choose. Like you can choose to like double the first one, triple the second, and then double the third, or you can triple, or like you can like there's different ways you can attack the jumps
Right.
and try to come up with the quickest way. And Yeah, like the
It's
pros
like
are still doing
NASCAR.
it.
It's not like NASCAR, but you think about how tedious NASCAR is to actually win the race.
Yeah.
How much actually has to go into just getting the small edge you can get
Right.
on a car by driving around in circles.
Yeah.
You have to do something just a little better than the next team.
Yeah, I don't get NASCAR. I do not understand how.
It's fairly simple on the surface,
Yeah.
but then once you start talking about the mechanics of the whole vehicle,
Well,
you're
like,
like
Pastrana went into rally and won
yeah.
right away. He went into NASCAR. He sucked shit in NASCAR.
Really?
Pastrana couldn't win a fucking thing, and he came out of NASCAR and said,
But he couldn't win, or he couldn't even like place well.
"Yeah, no,
Like he just couldn't hang.
He didn't even make NASCAR. Like he didn't make the Sprint Cup. He was always in the Sprint Cup. Is like the NHL.
Did he just wreck all the time?
And then,
He's kind of out of
no,
his mind.
yeah, no. It's what would he race? He'd race the trophy trucks. What are they called? Hang on, I'll fucking look it up. They're because the Sprint Cup is like the NHL. Like that's like the main league they have. Truck series, yeah. So we got like nationwide, and Sprint Cup is like the main one.
That's your Jeff Gordons and your Mark Martins. You understand?
And
Those are serious left turners. All right.
And Pastrana, he just said, he's like, I never understood how much work and dedication it took to do this.
What does that mean?
I feel like it's a focus thing, man.
Like 400 laps type
That's
focus?
what I feel
just
like
persistence or stamina or
yeah,
focus through the whole thing?
They do say like IndyCar racers is the most physically demanding on your body, which I have a really hard time believing. But like, think how focused
They do whip themselves around a little bit,
and
I guess.
think how focused you'd have to be. Like just
You have to know.
that flow, like, because like even hockey, like you're super focused, but then you're coming off the ice and you can take a break for a minute.
But not the same thing can happen twice on the ice. It's like
Right.
once you're supposed to get a knowledge for that race or that they know exactly where to just ride on those little fucking white and red checkers they have. There's tire marks over and over because they hit it just at the fucking precise inch of where that turn's supposed to be made. They know how to calculate all that to just in their pole qualifying or whatever.
Right.
They all get a very, very intimate knowledge of the track.
Yeah.
And then conditions aside, they know that thing back to front. They know exactly how to execute. So they know where they're missing. They'll know if they came out of that corner and lost a half second.
Right.
They'll be that in tune with it.
Yeah.
But that's right. Like that's why that racing is. It seems to be done at higher speeds. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Those things they seem to go a little faster in NASCAR. Although probably not all the time. Because in NASCAR, I'm not sure how much you have to brake either. But it seems less.
Yeah, I feel like you just coast into the corner, then accelerate through.
Right. And it's kind of, these 4 corners as you go through 500 laps.
Yeah.
Whereas these other guys know
stamina.
S turns and they know.
It's got to be a stamina.
Yeah, so it's like the ability to gain an edge in a 4-turn race must be minuscule.
Yeah.
So you have to execute to be drafting properly.
Well, that's what you always
like wind
hear.
resistance must buy you what? A fucking millisecond?
Well, that's what you always hear the guys, they talk about like their team. They're like the team, they've got the truck running great, the motor's running good, they got a good
Right.
strong motor here, we got good tires, we got a great pit crew, and I like they got my people like Condor Factories, and like they really talk about the mechanics of it. And, like the car was running great today, it was just a great car.
Well, there's a science to knowing when to pit, and there's a science to knowing, like, your crew has to they have to break a certain second barrier to get you out of the pits. Otherwise, they might have just cost you the race.
Yeah.
And you might be halfway through this fucking thing. You already did 250 laps, and the guy on the right tire blows the fucking impact gun into the fender, and you're like, it took extra 5 seconds. It's like, well, this thing's already over. I might as well get a fucking burger.
Yeah.
Because that's what you just cost me.
Yeah.
5 seconds cost me this whole thing. I can't get out of the pit in front of this guy with the pace. Like, I can't, like, because they all just have to go a certain mile per hour out of the pit crew or whatever, or out of the pit. It seems really elaborate, but really simple. Because it's only elaborate because of what it takes to gain an edge. When all the cars with the same amount of they're governed all at the same point. They're only allowed so much technology inside under the hood. That they all have that because the money's there. So that's all on point. When you start, at least, until it shits the bed.
Yeah.
Your ability to gain an edge as a driver is very tiny. Very small. So you have to execute. Otherwise, it's like that old Seinfeld bit when he talks about the Olympics.
Yeah.
First place, never heard of him. It's like it's won by inches.
Yeah.
And if you can't be the guy who executes, then you're nobody, and you just don't exist in NASCAR. Although those guys do seem to hang around for quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. NASCAR. Is that where we're at?
I think
At 2 hours?
we should probably close on NASCAR.
Yeah. Big shout out to the fucking BCIT dorm room.
Great work out there tonight, boys.
You guys aren't circle jerking at this point. Thanks for
Fucking-
listening.
Did you watch that pondering video?
Yeah, I did.
All right, we won't close on it.
Cirque du
Okay,
jerk.
so, Cirque du jerk. Poutine, right? Okay, you close it out.
Oh, I got good closing music. It's probably better intro music.
Okay, you're
I got great closing music, but it's probably better intro music. You'll recognize it. Just gotta go to my Shazam app. Oh, no. Relax. Pick up the pieces.
What do you want me to do?
What are you doing?
Right now?
I said something to you. Pick up the pieces by the Average White Band. You heard? Type that in.
Pick up. Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, this is closing music. Send
well,
everybody out on a nice beat.
I thought you were gonna do it. What do you want?
No.
Pick up.
Pick up the pieces. The Average White Band.
I don't know what the Average White Band is.
This is, you get everybody out on a good note.
Quit fucking with your mic. Just leave it. Stinger's drunk.
Oh, nice ad, bro.
This has been.
Let me sexy!
This has been another episode of Address This Mess.
Go on, enjoy that Saturday night.
We love you guys. I hope you're out there doing your thing, shaking your thing for the lady that wants your thing.
Take care of each other. Peace in the Middle East.